After 3 games across the Cascades, the DubSea Fish Sticks are back for 4 in a row at the Friar over the 4th of July weekend, starting tonight against the Redmond Dudes at Mel Olson Stadium. Angus Trangmo with you live on the Fish Sticks Network from White Center, Washington. Kyle Sweeney will not be joining me tonight on the broadcast. He's got a new job here at the ballpark. He will be the PA announcer right here at Mel Olson Stadium for tonight's game. He will be back tomorrow. So no Kyle, just Angus for today. And a new pitcher for the Fish Sticks today as well. Micah Hagler will be throwing for DubSea. He's been an in-stadium host here at the Friar already this season, but he's got some baseball chops as well. He's thrown 2 seasons at Seattle U right across the way and a 6.21 ERA with the Redhawks in his most recent season of work. As for the Fish Sticks and the Dudes, these two opponents are very familiar with one another. This is the 5th matchup between these two squads this year. The Fish Sticks won 3 of 4 over the Dudes last week in a 4-game series to wrap up the month of June. And we got a pretty viral clip out of one of the Dudes players involving a hot dog, and we will be talking with Jacob Swanson of the Redmond Dudes right after this break on the Fish Sticks Network.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dopamine? Like cookie dough? I said like cookie dough! Happiness is a Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion at Wendy's.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
Go. Oh, yeah. Oh. Go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a great comeback sequence from O'Donnell. Look at that. I believe that's Jacob
Swanson in line.
In line to get some food.
It's kind of just a testament to how good the food is here at the Friar.
We haven't seen Swanson so far.
Players. That's incredible. You know, there's just nothing like this.
Really isn't.
Anywhere else in the league.
Swanson understands that.
He's done.
Is he done? There's
there's still a little more.
I must say, the hot dogs are pretty. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. What a fight. What a fight to end it.
So we are here with Jacob Swanson from the Redmond Dudes. We had a little bit of fun at Jacob's expense last week when the Dudes came and played here at the Friar. But I think we just wanted to get get to know a little bit about you a little more because we did kind of clip you.
Yes, sir. Yes, y'all did.
Simple and plain. So, I mean, what's like playing in the Friar like? I mean, there's not really an atmosphere like this in the league outside of here. So, like, what's it like?
It's a lot of fun, man. I mean, the atmosphere here is definitely like something else. There's nothing like it. Like, we play at Hartman, you know, it's not even close to this. But, it's a lot of fun. Every time I play here, I'm stoked. So.
Yeah, and then obviously Redmond, you guys got a win here Thursday, I think it was.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Yep. And you guys got some guys. So, I mean, like Julian Unai has really impressed us. So, I mean, what's it like being a part of this team? I mean, obviously, this is a team that we're going to play a lot. So it kind of helps to know a little bit more about teams like the Dudes and the Blackfins and whatever in the PIL. So, I mean, what's it kind of been like playing in this league against like some of these guys that are going D1 or some of these guys that are really excelling at like the D3 or D2 levels?
It's good, man. Like, there's really good competition. You know, the culture on the Dudes is great. I have a great time with this group of guys. So, you know, it's a lot of fun being out here, just coming up every day, going to the ballpark, just kicking with the boys, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, so Crispy got a gift for you.
Yeah, what we got?
Crispy.
Aye! Boys, let's go!
Yeah, Crispy.
I'll take a bite.
Crispy thought let's go. Crispy thought it would be nice if we got you one for free this time around.
Oh, yeah.
So,
heck yeah, dude. Appreciate that.
Of course. Hey, thank you so much.
Of course, man.
You've been such a good sport about this.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no,
appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Back to our live feed from Mel Olson Stadium. Jacob Swanson, one of the better interviews you will ever get. He has been such a champ through all of this, and that's one of the cooler guys I think we're going to see all season. It is time for the national anthem. The lineups have been introduced. Micah Hagler made his way out here in a King County Metro Rapid Ride bus, and the national anthem today, sung by Austin Douglas. Austin Douglas gets things going with the national anthem, and we are set to play some ball at the Friar for the first time since Sunday when the Fish Sticks got a win 12-3 over Elevate Northwest. Again, the fifth meeting this season between the Fish Sticks and the Dudes. DubSea currently leading the season series 3-1. And Micah Hagler getting his first start of the year on the mound for the Fish Sticks. Pitched 2 years at Seattle U and a familiar face here at the Friar. He hosted a couple games as the in-stadium host, which has been taken over gracefully by Jonah. And this is a very capable pitcher for the Fish Sticks. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of Fish Sticks fans have seen him in the blue sequin suit, but right now he takes on the cleats, and he's got some serious zip on his fastball. This is just I think a great happenstance for the Fish Sticks with 9 games in 9 days, having a guy like Hagler that they can turn to when they're looking for an extra arm. Lineup for the Dudes, again, no Julian Unai this time around. That's the second time in a row that Unai has not been in the lineup against the Fish Sticks. Adam Harvey will lead things off, then Lucas Coma and Teo Perala. All three of those guys are very good hitters. Indy Anderson and Matthew Meadows in the 4 and 5, and then Austin Enderson hitting 6th. Brody Hagen hitting 7th. Jacob Swanson, our friend here at the broadcast, hitting 8th. Dre Lopez hitting 9th, and then Xavier Espindola will be hitting 10th. There is an extra hitter for both of these squads today, so they are hitting 10 players each, and they will face Micah Hagler, we can assume the first time around. But Al Harvey, Coma, Perala, and even Anderson and Meadows have all been really good against the Fish Sticks already this season. Peyton Barsotti throws down to Jake Rolling at second base, and we are sending it down to our play ball kids. Our goal is to have a few players come up here as the broadcast goes on. You can count on a couple of those, but for right now, it is just me, Kyle, doing an amazing job over on the PA microphone. Hopefully we can get a shot of him at some point during this game. Hagler comes home. The first pitch to Al Harvey is fouled off his shin. Ouch. Not the way you want to start a baseball game if you're Adam Al Harvey. He'll take a lap around home plate. No balls and 1 strike. Hagler, a 3.66 ERA in 2025 with the Red Hawks. And then a few less innings, or a few less appearances in 2026, a 6.21 ERA. 0-1 coming to Al Harvey. That runs in, and misses for ball 1. Al Harvey, Coma, Perala have all killed the Fish Sticks. Al Harvey had a homer in the 9th inning of the Dudes' 10-6 win back on Thursday the 25th. That's through the left side of the infield. Adam Al Harvey gets it rolling here at the Friar with a base hit, and he is aboard as the leadoff runner of the game. So now it will be Lucas Coma coming up for the Dudes as we get another look at that base hit from Al Harvey. This is kind of what the Dudes have done to the Fish Sticks. A lot of good hitting with 2 strikes. That was on a 1-1 count, but lots of singles. We haven't seen much pop out of this lineup, but they find ways to get on base. First pitch to Lucas Coma. Fastball in there for strike 1. Coma playing third base today and hitting second. You could find him in the 5-hole for most of the first 4 games of this season series, and he moves up to 2 today in the absence of Julian Unai. It's a 1-1 count from Hagler. Again, Hagler kind of settling in still. This is his first outing of the summer. Pitched for the Fish Sticks last season as well. That's down for ball 2. Al Harvey, the leadoff hitter, can run at first. We've already seen him steal a couple bases here at the Friar this year. Fish Sticks just got back from a 3-game road trip. Took down the Yakima Valley Pippins 10-5 on Monday, and then lost a couple to the Wenatchee Apple Sox on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's chopped to Kung, and he will take the easy out at first. Coma is retired. Al Harvey gave Kung a little bit to think about by kind of just running in front of the ball, but simple play for Kung, and there's 1 gone, the first out of the summer for Micah Hagler, and now Teo Perala will come up behind the plate. Perala is going to go play for former Fish Sticks head coach Elliot Kribbe at the University of Hawaii Hilo come the spring. Hagler shrugs, and first pitch to Perala. Nice location, lower half, strike 1. Perala has had a couple multi-hit games against the Fish Sticks this year. 0-1, that is into center field. Should be easy for Rylan Gullard, and it is. Al Harvey thought about tagging up. He'll stick around at second. Throw would have beat him by a lot. There is 2 away in the top of the first inning. Gullard, that is a can of corn for him out there. Had to cover some ground, but all kinds of wheels on the Fish Sticks. Center fielder now Indy Anderson will come up for the Dudes with a runner on second and 2 down. The Dudes have gotten on the board first in 3 of the 4 matchups between these 2 teams this season, and interestingly enough, they lost all 3 of those games. Their one win was when the Fish Sticks were the first ones to the scoreboard. First pitch, Anderson is late to the fastball for strike 1. Now Harvey at second, leadoff hitter. He will likely score on any base hit into the outfield with how thick the grass is here at the Friar. Now Harvey, big jump, but he'll stick around at second. And Anderson once again fouls off the fastball. It's 0-2. Matthew Meadows is on deck for Redmond. He had a huge day back on Saturday. 3 for 4 with a couple runs batted in, and his performance was barely not enough. The Fish Sticks took down the Dudes 6-5 in 10 innings in that one. Hagler comes home, 0-2 upstairs for the first ball to Indy Anderson. Anderson, haven't seen much outside of a couple RBI singles for him against the Fish Sticks this year. One-two coming home. Anderson chases down low. Micah Hagler is out of his first inning of the summer, and the Dudes put a donut on the scoreboard in the top of the first. Big time chase from Anderson. Wraps up the first frame here at the Friar. Fish Sticks up to bat next.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric, Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
Once upon a home, in a Seattle bungalow, the Huffs searched on Thumbtack to find their next pro. Now the job is all done, and the table is set. The hot dogs taste better on their fancy new deck. Start your home story on Thumbtack.
Micah Hagler keeps the Dudes off the board in the top of the first, and Dom Wilson would look to do the same to the Fish Sticks here in the bottom half of the inning. The lineup for the DubSea Fish Sticks today: Rylan Gullard taking his post in the leadoff spot and playing center field. Then it's Jake Rolling hitting second, Noah Kung, who had a great road trip, hitting third, and Peyton Barsotti in the cleanup spot. Then Braden Bartholomew, Jake Daly, and Jackson Dulé, 5, 6, 7, and then Noah Benedict hitting eighth. Luke Parker in the 9-hole, and Evan Hellner, who is on fire right now, hitting 10th as the designated hitter for the Fish Sticks. Originally, we got a 9-man lineup from the Sticks, but both teams agreed to trot out an extra hitter today. So there will be 10 in each lineup. Gullard, 15-game hit streak coming into this one. Got the day off on Tuesday for the Fish Sticks, and I don't think he'll be getting many days off in the future. The Fish Sticks lost that one 24-2 to the Wenatchee Apple Sox, just 1 day removed from extending their win streak to 3 in a 10-5 win over the Yakima Valley Pippins. Now here's Gullard to get things going for the Fish Sticks at the plate on a pretty gloomy Thursday evening on $3 Thursday here at the Friar. Gullard is hitting .294 with an OPS of .839 against the Dudes this season. First pitch he sees looped in for strike one. Gullard, Rolling, Kung. These are three of the best hitters in recent games for the Sticks. Wilson misses upstairs for his first ball of the day. Dom Wilson, his second start against the Fish Sticks this season. He comes home to Gullard with the 1-1. That's into center field, and it looks like it will stand up for Adam Harvey, who makes the play for the first out. So now Jake Rolling will come up next for the Sticks. Rolling, some pretty gaudy numbers at the plate in the early stages of his season. Hitting .444, he's 8 for 18. Obviously a small sample size, but an OPS of 1.463. Yikes, that is really good. He has driven in 7 runs and also has a homer to his name. First pitch he gets from Dom Wilson. He's behind the fastball. Strike one. Fish Sticks put up 10 in Yakima, and then a 2 spot on Tuesday and a 6 on Wednesday. They had a streak of scoring 6+ runs in 7 straight games before Tuesday's beatdown in Wenatchee. Rolling quickly behind 0-2. Rolling has been great so far. Nice mix of contact and power at the plate for the Sticks. He is going to leave that be. It is up high for ball one. 1-2 count from Dom Wilson to Jake Rolling. Rolling going to spend next year at Gonzaga University in Eastern Washington out in Spokane in the 509. 1-2 coming from Wilson. He watches strike 3 go by. Big pitch from Dom Wilson right there to sit down Rolling, and there's 2 gone. Noah Kung, who just had a electric road trip, drove in 4 runs in 3 games, and his average is up to .344 on the season. He was named stick of the game in the Fish Sticks win On Monday, went 2 for 4 with a couple runners driven in. And that one runs in on him for ball 1. Kung found himself in the leadoff spot a few times. Also hit 9th yesterday in Wenatchee. 1-0, he's all over it. That's over to Dre Lopez at short. Backhand, tough throw, nice pick by Swanson. 1-2-3 inning for Dom Wilson here in the bottom of the first. And quickly, both sides are retired in the first inning. It is 0-0 through 1 at the Friar. The Dudes will come back up with Matthew Meadows, Austin Anderson, and Brody Gohagan. T-shirt toss is ready to commence here at the Friar, and Micah Hagler coming out for a second inning of work. You got to think that Hagler will slowly settle in as this game continues. Gavin George and Ryder Peterson helping out with the T-shirt toss today. George out for the summer with a hamstring injury, but came up to a broadcast on Sunday. Now he's tossing out T-shirts, staying active with the Fish Sticks this summer. There's Connor Lee, our social media guy, just following everyone around, doing a great job. Anything you see on our Instagram or wherever you get your Fish Sticks news, that is probably Connor. That was the one posting it. Hagler will come back out his first inning of work after giving up a leadoff single to Al Harvey. Was good. Ground out, followed by a fly out, and then he struck out Indy Anderson swinging to wrap up the first inning. This time he'll face Matthew Meadows, Austin Anderson, and Brody Gohagan. Meadows had a huge day on Saturday. And Gohagan and Anderson both have been mainstays in the Dudes lineup, at least against the Fish Sticks this season. We're going to have Gavin George up here for the second inning. George, this is the second straight game that he's come up and talked to us in the broadcast. But no Kyle today. We miss him a lot. We really do. Hopefully Gavin George doesn't take his job. There he is, looking defeated as ever. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
So we are up here with Puget Sound logger Gavin George. And Gavin, this is the second straight time you've come up here. I mean, did you enjoy the first time around just so much that you had to come back?
Yeah, well, I thought it was funny. I showed up to the ballpark, and Coach Mark was like, we got to get you back up there. So I said, all right.
Hey, he might have a case because we liked having you up here on Sunday, and you're back again on Thursday. Micah Hagler, who just threw strike one, this is his first outing of the year, and obviously this is probably a new face to you and a lot of guys on the team. He did pitch here last year, but, I mean, what's it like having a guy that just comes in and, like, do you just, like, trust him the moment he puts on the uniform?
Yeah, I mean, I think that fires me up. I think the fact that you can just show up on game day. I didn't even know he was throwing today. I didn't even know who he was, really. But he's on the bump. I mean, he's dealing right now. So,
off to a good start. Gave up a leadoff single, but then sat down 3 in a row, and it's 2-1 to Matthew Meadows. You go to Puget Sound down in Tacoma, which is where the Seattle Studs play their home games, and there's a lot of people in that conference that play in the PIL. I mean, is this kind of like a common thing, like your coaches are saying, like, are you playing in the PIL this year or whatever, like maybe the West Coast League or something like that?
I mean, I think it's all relative to each individual, you know. I think depending on where you're at and what you've done with your own program, I think determines that. I think the PIL is good competition. I think the West Coast League is also great competition. So I think it all varies. I know there's a lot of guys that go all around. Yeah. It's kind of like college recruiting. You kind of just get recruited.
And then obviously, I mean, 3 West Coast League games to start this season in Yakima and Wenatchee. And what is it like going into a stadium like that and playing? Wenatchee was starting like 6 D1 guys in those games. So, I mean, as much as I wish we could get that many D1 guys on the Fish Sticks, that's just not very realistic in a lineup. So, I mean, do you prepare any different playing a West Coast League team than you would for like the Blackfins or the Dudes?
I think you need to show up mentally prepared like you're going to play in the World Series.
Yeah.
I think the moment you start thinking like, oh, this guy's JUCO or oh, this guy's D1, like, I think you already lost the battle. If you think like that, we're all human.
Yeah.
The fact that you're a college athlete says enough, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hagler making quick work right now. I mean, this has got to be a welcome sight, just having a guy show up and shove like this.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He shows up to the ballpark, strikes a guy out right there.
There you go. Second strikeout of the day for Hagler already. He is working well. You want to call this AB?
Sure.
All right, sweet.
Let's do it.
Brody Gohagen, the extra hitter, is up for the Dudes.
Okay.
I got to catch up on the game changer too. So just give me a sec.
Don't worry. The windup. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Oh, not foul.
Well, only one pitch.
There we go. One pitch
for Micah Hagler.
One up, one down.
He gets Gavin George out of the hot seat. 2 quick innings for Micah Hagler to start his Fish Sticks summer, and it's 0-0. Going into the bottom of the second, we'll be back with Gavin after this break.
You ever wonder how Crispy gets to the fryer for games? He uses King County Metro's Rapid Ride H-Line. King County Metro, the official commute of your DubSea Fish Sticks.
Once upon a home in the Issaquah Highlands, the Parkers used Thumbtack for a new kitchen island. Now the pizza is cooking and the kids are excited. Thank goodness for Thumbtack and all it provided. Start your home story on Thumbtack.
0-0 going into the bottom of the second. Peyton Barsotti, Braden Bartholomew, and Jake Daly will come up, and we're up here with Gavin George. Say hi to the camera. There's right the camera.
There. Yeah, I couldn't find it last time. I was waving over there or something.
No, it's close to us right here, and Peyton Barsotti is up next. Barsotti, I mean, he has so much pop in the bat. It seems like every time he makes contact with the ball, it's got a chance of maybe leaving. It's kind of just like a marvel to watch because he'll make power look effortless at some point.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. Got a lot of pop for sure. I mean, in BP, the ball jumps. But, I mean, he's filled out. He's a big boy, so definitely a threat.
He'll get things started in the bottom of the second against Dom Wilson, who went 1-2-3 in the first inning. His first pitch, Barsotti, misses up. Barsotti also from California, in the Fresno area, went to Clovis High School. He's going to go play for the Gales in St. Mary's for his sophomore year in the spring. That is looped over to Lopez at shortstop. Throw is a little low. Swanson handles it. And there's one gone. Braden Bartholomew will follow Barsotti, start this inning. So 4 up, 4 down for Redmond. When a lineup isn't really, I mean, I know it's early, but when a lineup isn't really moving like it should to start a game, I mean, what's kind of the message in the dugout for maybe coaches or other players to kind of just get the sticks working a little bit?
I mean, I think it's early, but it's always next guy up. I think that's the beauty with baseball. You never know who's going to be the one to start things or end things. So, I mean, I think it's just a matter of, you got to flush. Goldfish memory, you got to flush it.
Bartholomew early to the off-speed. Wilson working very well so far. Again, the second time the Fish Sticks have seen him this year. Bartholomew had back-to-back games with homers over the weekend, one of which coming against Redmond back on Saturday, and then he hit a 3-run bomb against Elevate Northwest on Sunday. That one goes behind him for ball 1.
Yeah, those home runs were not even close.
Yeah.
Not close.
The second one on Sunday might be my favorite at-bat of the season so far. It went 12 pitches deep and a 3-run shot that really just put the game on ice.
Yeah, that's insane. And it's moments like that, I think, in the dugout that really bring you together and get things fired up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fouling off 12 pitches in and of itself is insane. And then hitting an absolute bomb like that is just crazy.
That's lined into left field. Meadows running in towards another out. So Dom Wilson continues to work well. Now Jake Daly will come up. This is another new guy. I guess not really new anymore. He was just a late addition to the team. And he's one of 3 catchers on this team. We've seen the catchers move around a lot. I mean, 3 catchers is a rarity for any baseball team.
Yeah.
And obviously they've split reps, but like, does that, if you were, look out.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Get some pine tar on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ever had that happen to you?
I actually did one time, but it was in a batting cage. It wasn't in front of, this many people.
God. Oh.
Doing them dirty, replaying it.
That net, it doesn't cost enough. Clearly, that just saved someone down the third base line. 0-1. Now that is shot at the Fish Sticks dugout.
I don't know what's going on.
Jake Daly searching for blood right now.
Yeah. We got
0-2.
She's Louise.
that puts a jump into the Fish Sticks dugout over there. Wilson ahead 0-2. Working great so far. Facing the minimum right now. 0-2 coming. Daly through the right side. That's going to be Espindola over there. On to Swanson, and the second inning's over. Gavin, it's always a pleasure to have you up here, and we wish you the best with the injury and coming back, and I do miss you in the lineup. I really do.
I appreciate it.
It was so sad in Tacoma. I mean, obviously we're at UPS, but like, I just wanted to say, on that play you scored. And and that was insane. I could not believe that you scored on that play. You were held up like probably 70 feet past the baseline. Is that just like adrenaline at that point?
I don't know what it was. I mean, I was in a ton of pain, but I'm a competitor. I got a lot of friends on that team, and trust me when I say I did not like losing to them the night before.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make a point.
Yeah, that was a good game as well. Stud scored 3 runs in the 9th and ended up winning that game. Nathan Burke is going to come in for the Sticks. Burke, a sidearm guy. I mean, there's not a lot of those anymore, especially at this level of play. But like, have you ever faced Burke or maybe another sidearm guy and just come up and say like, "Oh boy, here we go"? Because when I played baseball, I would come up and I'd see that and I would be like drained. Like, I just could not see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first live at bat of the summer was actually against Burke, and I was kind of like, okay, here we go. It's definitely a little bit of a challenge, especially when you see someone throwing a little harder from over the top to down there. But you just gotta adjust. I mean, it's baseball. But
no, he has pitched better and better as the season has gone on. Right now, the ERA sitting at 6.43. That's a couple bad outings at the beginning of the season. But he pitched in Yakima and gave up a run. There was an inning, I believe it was against the Honkers. He went 5 pitches, and it looked like night and day from the first Nathan Burke outings we saw at the beginning of the year. And he's kind of one of these guys in the bullpen that I think can just like look so good in a given stretch of pitches. As Jacob Swanson will come up. I don't know if you saw this, Gavin, but we caught Jacob Swanson.
Did.
Okay, you did see this.
I saw that all over social media. You guys did him dirty. I don't know who it was, but one of you two could not keep yourselves together.
Yeah, it was both. It was both.
Yeah.
I don't think either of us were above that. That's like the most viewed post that the Fish Sticks have had in 3 years, and it's not even our own player. But Swanson will come up. for the first time in the season series between the Fish Sticks and the Dudes, and he will face Nathan Burke. Righty on righty. Burke, that interesting arm angle, just so tough to read if you're a righty, and Swanson chases outside for strike one. I mean, even fastballs have left to right run when it's coming out of Burke's hand. And
right.
That's gonna apply for every sidearm pitcher. But like, do you approach that any differently than you would like an arm angle? Like, are you trying to put it in a different spot than you would on that same pitch from an overarm?
I think, you know, to be honest, things happen so fast that you kind of just know, at least you hope you know, when you're swinging. I think when you know that the ball is going to move a lot, you kind of get your bat to where you think the ball is going to move. There's a strikeout.
Yeah. 3 pitches. I mean, that's what I was talking about with
exactly.
him. It's just like he can work so fast sometimes, and that's a great start to his day.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely challenging. I think you just got to – that's why you really got to make sure you keep your barrel through the zone for the longest amount of time possible. Because like a guy like Burke, if you are a big pull-happy guy trying to do too much, you're just going to whiff every time.
Dre Lopez now up for the Dudes. This is one of the more interesting stories we're going to see in the PIL this year. This kid is 15 years old. 15 years old, class of 2029.
That's crazy. I will be out of college by the time he's out of high school. Wow.
Listed at 6'3", 200 at 15, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got plenty of potential as we go on.
Right.
Going into, I believe, his sophomore year at Newport Senior High School in the Seattle area. He's ahead 2-0 on Burke. How much does like the right on right, like the analytics? I guess it's not really analytics, but like the handedness battle. I mean, anyone who watches Mariners games know that the Mariners are in love with it. But a shot to Parker. That bounced on the way in. He's got to make the throw. It's in out anyway.
There we go.
But how much does that go into like planning out like the pitching staff for a given game?
You know, it's tough. I think it varies by coaching staff, you know. I think some coaches are a lot more high on it than others. I think as a hitter, it doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously you have to take things into account. Like, as a righty on righty, I'm not going to see many changeups, whereas righty on lefty, I'm probably going to see a lot more changeups. So I think pitch types vary, but I don't know. I know our coaching staff on the Fish Sticks definitely value it a lot. You use guys like Jaden Mizuno a lot in situations like that. But
Burke working well so far. Retires the first 2 batters he faces. Now 1-1 to Espindola. All Harvey was the only hit of the game for either side so far is on deck.
Burke looks comfortable.
Yeah, he really does, and that's going to be popped up for strike 2. And this game is moving fast so far. We are almost to the middle of the 3rd inning, and we're not even 30 minutes past first pitch.
That's efficient. Yeah. That's efficient baseball. I don't see that often.
It's Micah Hagler that got it going for the Fish Sticks, and then Don Wilson's been great for the Dudes as well. Now Nathan Burke sitting in a 1-2 count to Xavier Espindola. The PIL is going to be unsuccessful. Espindola definitely did not cross the threshold on that swing. Burke 2-2, but I mean, that's got so much rise on it. That's tough to lay off of. I do think he held up. That was close.
That was close, but I think you can't ring him on that.
Yeah. Hey, you can ring him on that one.
Though, you can ring him on that.
Burke gets him to chase high, and the Fish Sticks arms working well so far. 0-0. Still no one on the board, middle 3rd.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
You had a
0-0 Dudes and Fish Sticks all knotted up. Going into the bottom of the third, Dom Wilson has still faced the minimum Fish Sticks batters today, but this is a lineup that has gotten seemingly deeper and deeper with every game. There's a lot of hot bats right now, and as far as 7, 8, 9, 10 hitters go, this is one of the better ones you'll ever see. Jackson Dule, Noah Benedict, and Luke Parker are due up, and then Evan Hellner, who's hitting 10th today, has just been on a tear as of late. He's 8 for 18 in his last 4 games. I mean, what have you seen from Hellner, like approach-wise, that has just led to how hot he's been? He's on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he drives the ball. I think he does a good job getting his pitch and not chasing, and I think that shows.
All 8 of those were singles as well, but he's also got a homer on the season. That was all the way back in the 3rd game of the year. So he has really impressed both Kyle and I in the booth here with the bat. And, I mean, there's just a lot of good catchers on this team. It kind of makes it tough to pick which one's in the lineup every day. Jackson Dule will get things going. Dule hitting 267 on the year, has driven in 4. Again, Dule, Benedict, Parker due up, and this is 3 guys that I think are good but haven't been in the lineup basically like every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're in there sometimes, and today they're obviously all in there. But you got a team with so many guys, and obviously everyone's trying to get their reps in the summer. So let's say you're in the mind of Jackson Dule, like. Well, what's the mindset of just like, okay, today I'm in the lineup, I'm hitting 7th, and are you just trying to like prove yourself, or just like get on base as much as you can, or what's the approach there? Because everyone's trying to get theirs right now.
Right. I mean, I think you got to simplify things. I think you got to keep your head down and keep grinding when you're not playing, and when you get your opportunity, you got to make the most of it. You know, like I think that's baseball. That's also life. I think. The moment you start worrying about, oh, I got to do this to get on the field, I got to do that, when you're in the actual game in and of itself, you can't do that.
Look at Evan Hellner. What a good guy.
There you go.
Signing hats for kids in the middle of the game. Yeah, some life lessons with Gavin George up here.
I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very, very insightful. Right here. We're all educational on this network. That's always been in our DNA. You were in Wenatchee, right?
I actually was not. I didn't travel.
You were.
I was doing physical
therapy. But they had a speaker in Wenatchee, and it was so loud. Like we were probably right here to this speaker, and it was just deafening. And that was the night that the Apple Sox won 24-2.
Yeah.
That's if you're in a dugout and the score's 24-2, it's just like, what are you just thinking for the next game?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough. I don't know if I've personally ever lost that much before, but I think it's a testament to their team that they could bang, and I think it kind of showed our guys that. If we're gonna play a team like that, you gotta bring your all. You can't roll the balls out.
Apple Sox tops in the North Division in the West Coast League in the first half. Man, that is low part of the zone. We've got some people tapping their heads for ABS here in the Friar. Let's get another look at this.
That's down.
I think that is down just by a hair, but it's strike 3 either way, and Dom Wilson threw 7 batters perfect right now.
Yeah.
No, Benedict will come up.
When a game's moving at this pace, that's usually not a good sign for either team.
Benedict watches ball 1 go by. Noah Benedict, one of the future D1s on this team, heading to New Mexico State this coming season, hitting 292 on the year. And he's kind of one of the bigger guys on the team, but he can run. I mean, he runs like a moose. He was 15 for 15 on stolen base attempts this past season at Puyallup High School, and like he can just go. There's a reason he plays right field. Like,
yeah,
he can cover so much ground. It's sneaky, but it's really impressive.
Yeah.
That one's in there for strike 2. Wilson is dealing right now. When a pitcher's dealing, when you're in the on-deck circle, are you thinking like, I'm just trying to get it here and kind of throw him off his timing, or is there anything different that goes into it? Because he is locating everything right now.
Yeah, I mean, if a guy like that is hitting the spots, you got to tip your cap.
Yeah.
I think you can't change your approach. You got to stick to my approach. Is I'm trying to hit hard line drives, and no matter who's on the mound, And I think once you start trying to worry about things, what they're doing, I think you're just beating yourself at that point. You got to be patient and fight when you need to.
Full count coming to Benedict. Dulé struck out looking at a full count last time out. Benedict, that is a hot shot, and Lopez can't handle it. It will be the first base runner of the day for the Fish Sticks. That's going to go down as an E6. So still no hits for DubSea, but the first base runner is on, and we just talked about how Benedict can go. So
yeah,
look for him to maybe steal a base here with Luke Parker up. Parker is a two-way guy on this team, hits and pitches. Is there anything different about the two-way guys, like when you're in practice? Is just like, are they like putting on all kinds of hats?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I could never do that. I respect guys that are two ways and are good at both, like that. You can do both. But it's tough. You're doing a lot of things, moving around. You also miss out on certain things too that you might need, like defensive work when you need to go throw a bullpen. So, ton of respect for them because you got to get a ton of extra work.
Second game in a row with a hit for Parker. He had one yesterday against the Apple Sox on the other side of the mountains in Wenatchee. Now Evan Hellner will come up. Boy, he has been swinging the bat so good this summer, hitting .438, OPS just north of 1.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And it's not a small sample size anymore for Hellner either.
Yeah. No, that's good.
One down, runners on second and first for the Fish Sticks on $3 Thursday. I think the Thursday deal brings in a lot more fans. And, I mean, you're an outfielder. You probably played in left field on a $3 Thursday. Yeah. At some point this season, does the added amount of people out there ever, do they ever, talk to you?
When we have certain fans that, might have had a little bit to drink for a cheap price, sometimes they'll say things, but as a Fish Stick player, it's all positive. I'm sure some of the other teams might get an earful here and there, but that's a part of the atmosphere. That's what's fun about summer baseball.
Yeah, I worked in summer ball in Montana for a second, and there was definitely nothing that close to the field, especially just if there was definitely some sort of net or something like that. The first time I saw that, I was like, that's got to be a hazard.
Yeah.
Look at all those people. And then any hot shot foul ball down the line, it's like, man, that's going to be moving pretty fast.
Exactly. Well, you think about hitting, but I think about if a ball gets into the corner of left field, you got to throw over the beer garden. Yeah. It's like a little obstacle course.
2-1 coming to Hellner. Chopped over to Swanson at first base. Misread it a second, but will tag the bag. And there's 2 gone, so Rylan Gullard will come up with runners on third and second and 2 down. When you were healthy, you and Gullard were kind of the 1-2 punch at the top of the lineup. And Gullard, one of the older guys on this team, going to be a junior at whatever school he chooses to go to. He's in the portal right now, but having a guy like Gullard right in front of you in the lineup, does it boost your confidence to just be like, well, he's probably going to be on base and, anything, he can get anything started at the plate?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rylan Gullard. I think he's a great ball player. It was awesome hitting behind him because it always gave me something to do. It gave me opportunities to drive someone in or move a guy. So I think he did a good job. I mean,
that'll be a foul ball. I think everyone at the Friar thought the Fish Sticks just scored a run, but Benedict will have to retreat to third. Parker back to second. Count is 0-1. It's kind of a tough read for Como over there, but with the turf, everything's going to trail foul either direction.
Yep.
You've also got Jake Rolling on deck, and he was hurt for first few games of this season, but he's been hitting really well, and he's just kind of like a personality guy in the dugout as well. I mean,
Jake is a character, to say the least. Great kid, though. Great ball player, too. I was impressed. I hadn't seen him play before until he got healthy, and I'm impressed, to say the least.
Gullard behind 0-2, but he has been so good with 2 strikes this season, probably best 2-strike hitter on the team.
Yep.
Runners on third and second, and 2 down. Big spot for the Fish Sticks to take the first lead of the game right here. Gullard had a 3-run homer against the Dudes back on Thursday to get the scoring started. Watch as that go for ball 1. This would be big runs on Dom Wilson, who was working really well in the first 2 innings and is probably going to go at least 5 innings deep today based on the tendencies for the Dudes so far this season, at least against the Fish Sticks.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a crucial spot for Gullard to get a hit. You got to start making him throw more pitches, get him out the game.
1-2 coming, just out.
Good lead
for ball 2. Yeah, that's what makes him the best 2-strike hitter on the team, is because he's really good at fouling off pitches, but the plate discipline is just like almost on another level for him.
Yeah. And that's what you need in a leadoff hitter, who's going to work counts and get on base.
2 balls and 2 strikes. There is an open base for Gullard, but rolling, not a much better option if you're the Dudes. 2-2 coming. That's down the right field line. It might stay fair. It does. It'll be extra bases for Gullard. Benedict and Parker come home. A 2-run double for Rylan Gullard, and the Fish Sticks are on the board first.
That's what I'm talking about. Gullard, he can do it all. It's a great approach, catching the ball deep, taking an oppo.
We'll get another look at that. I mean, he does it to all fields, like you said, and obviously a tough read out there with how short that wall is. You know that as an outfielder, but just any pitch he can take to where it's supposed to go, and he's got some wheels on him too. It's second now for Rolling. Rolling struck out looking his first time up. 2-0 Fish Sticks. They are on the board first. Gullard breaks for third. Rolling shows bunt. That's going to be an easy bag for Rylan Gullard at third base. Maybe Rolling being in the way of a throw hindered Perala behind the dish, but that was effortless speed on the steal of third from Gullard.
Yeah, they look caught off guard on that.
Especially with Jake Rolling showing bunt. You're not going to see him do that a lot.
No, and that's a smart play. It's plays like that get in the pitcher's head.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely noticed it as the season has gone on, just with how often the Fish Sticks show bunt and then actually lay him down. But as a pitcher, it's got to be, it's got to do something to your windup or whatever motion you have when the batter's in there showing bunt.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not a pitcher, but when someone shows bunt, you almost try so hard to throw it at the bat that it becomes hard. As funny as that sounds.
Yeah, it does sound like unorthodox, but
right.
It's kind of like, it's almost like crowding the plate, except that you're crowding the plate as much as you can, and we've seen a few this year that they've shown bunt and then it's just gotten away, and the bunt has gone out of order almost just because the runner already advanced.
Yeah.
3-0 Rolling way ahead, and he's going to watch ball 4. He is just an insane OBP in his small sample size with the Fish Sticks, and it'll be a mound visit for the Dudes with runners on the corners and 2 down. So now the Fish Sticks starting to move some runners around. It's 2-0 DubSea, and they're going to take the ball out of the hand of Dom Wilson, who threw 2 really good innings, but kind of got tagged in the third. Now you got a new pitcher coming up, and as a hitter, you got runners on the corners, 2 down, and brand new pitcher coming in, especially this early in the game. I mean, obviously you're going to be timing them up in the on-deck circle, but is there anything else that you're kind of looking for maybe on those first couple pitches to get a feel for it?
I mean, I think you're definitely paying a lot of close attention, especially if you're about to hit and he's coming in. You got to see what he's got in a short amount of time. But I always think it's key to stick to your approach and just mentally prepare yourself and be loose. I think a lot of guys get too focused on, like, oh, crap, a new guy's coming in or this and that.
It will be Shane Buchanan coming in for the Dudes. This is the first time we've seen Buchanan throw against the Fish Sticks this season. Another righty coming in for Redmond. And Buchanan went to Auburn Mountain View High School, just down the road from here, in naturally Auburn. And he is a lanky dude, 6'1", 165. So skinny dude. I mean, there's a few guys built like that on this Fish Sticks team, but as a pitcher, I think it's more common for a pitcher than a position player, but it's kind of just funny to watch a little bit, just because like it looks like it sticks out there.
Yeah. I mean, as a pitcher, I think a lot of guys get away with that because they generate a lot of whip, and that can produce velo. But as a hitter, you know, I'm in a position player. I'm trying to live in the weight room. I want to be, you know, a little more built than that.
Noah Coombe is going to come up here. Coombe had a great road trip, drove in 4 runs in the 3 games against Yakima and Wenatchee. And then, speaking of guys that go to the weight room, Peyton Barsati is on deck with an open bag. And obviously, if Coombe does take a base, maybe on a walk or a hit batsman, Barsati with the bases loaded, always dangerous.
Yeah.
Big lead for Rolling. We've seen the Fish Sticks steal second in runners on the corner situations a lot this season. It is very common. And we've also seen the Fish Sticks not really bother with throws, just like the Dudes did right there, as Rolling.
A little delayed steal.
Has the delayed steal. I mean, a dying art form, delayed steal. But now 2 runners in scoring position. Coombe, 2 for 4 with a couple runs driven in on Monday. Stick of the game honors in the Fish Sticks 10-5 win over the Pippins. 1-0, he fouls that back right at our press box for strike 1. Coombe, I mean, he might be the closest guy we have to hitting in every spot of the lineup so far. He was hitting leadoff and also 9th. Out in Wenatchee, we found him in the middle of the lineup. Today he's in the 3-hole. So obviously some production right there. He fouls that right off of himself for strike 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I think your approach definitely changes based on where you're at in the lineup a little bit. And it takes a good hitter to be able to bounce all around and do different jobs.
Coombe steps back in behind 1-2. Fish Sticks have already plated 2 runs in this inning, but looking for more. Golden and Rolling, both capable. On the bases, Coombe chases outside. Big out for Buchanan right there. But the Fish Sticks are on the board first. It is 2-0 DubSea. We'll get another look at that strikeout. That is a pretty wide arm angle for Buchanan. Just coming in left to right, almost 3/4. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Crispy.
Nathan Burke will come back out for the 4th inning as we've got the Pro Time Sports uniform race, of course, a national pastime, going on out in center field. The Friar, oh boy.
Some trouble.
Yeah, it took a spill, but the Friar is the only place in the PIL where this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of Banana Ball. It's a, you know, the first time I was warming up on opening night, I was a little worried I was going to accidentally hit a kid or something when I was playing catch. They're all over the place.
What do you think about banana ball? Like, is that like good for the sport, or are you neutral on it? Like,
I think it's it's a fun experience. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters, you know. But I in my opinion, I think sometimes it can be impressionable on young athletes, and when my problem is once you get kids starting to do like tricks and not take things as serious, I think it hurts their production and growth as an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. Top of the lineup is coming up for Redmond, and Nathan Burke will come back out. I mean, no reason to take Burke out. 7-pitch inning, first time around. You want to get another at-bat in on the call? You only had one pitch. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Adam O'Harvey is up. He's 1 for 1 on the day.
Let's see if Burke can shut him down. A lot of faith.
Pretty full crowd here at the Friar as O'Harvey will get things started, and we send things over to Gavin George.
All right. Burke comes set. 0-0. Looks like a slider. First pitch for a ball.
It's got so much run left to right. It's ridiculous. What it doesn't have in velocity, it makes up for in just pure movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a frisbee. See what he attacks with. Long foul ball.
Pretty good contact.
Long strike is what I like to call it.
That's what you're talking about, though, with throwing it over the beer garden.
Yeah,
imagine having to make that throw.
Like, if you get a line drive that lands fair and hooks foul, I mean, could be a little hazardous. Burke comes set. 1-1. The pitch. Great pitch outside corner for Burke.
That low half of the zone has been pretty generous for pitchers today, so something to note as this one goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a hitter you have to change your sights a little bit, be a little more giving to the low pitch. 1-2 for Burke. Oh, ooh. I thought he was going to give it. I almost gave a premature call.
Yeah, I mean, happens to the best of us. That was a really nice pitch from Burke.
If I'm Burke, I'm head tapping on that one. The pitch from Burke comes set. Fouls it off.
We've seen this a bit from Redmond in this season series so far. They have just they're not necessarily getting a bunch of hits with 2 strikes, but they're just fouling everything off. They're probably the best team at that. Wow, that is there they are in the ice chest.
Yeah, I mean, good on the Dudes for doing that. It's definitely a skill to be able to fight off pitches and work counts. Full count for Burke.
Now, Harvey has been a tough out all series, and right now no different.
Yeah. Burke set the pitch. Struck him out. Looked questionable, but too close. Too close for 2 strikes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And Jackson Dulé struck out on that same pitch. Oh, wow, that's low.
That's low.
That was lower than the one Dulé struck out on.
But that's what I'm talking about. If you see, you got to be a student of the game. If you see, the umpire is going to be given that low zone, you got to adjust. But definitely frustrating.
Way outside for Burke on his first pitch to Lucas Coma. Coma grounded out to Kung over at second. His first time up. Teo Perala on deck, the catcher who has been so good against Fish Sticks this season.
It's crucial for Burke to attack the zone and get the Fish Sticks back to hitting.
Well, 1 out. He attacks the zone right there, but Coma punishes it for a base hit, the second hit of the game for the Dudes, and Lucas Coma is on with a single. He did come at Coma right there, but it almost looked like Coma got jammed a touch, but still good contact.
if I was the pitcher, I wouldn't be too upset at that. I mean, obviously you want to get outs, but if you're filling up the zone and that you're getting jam shots, I mean, that's what you want. That's how you get outs.
Now it's Teo Perala up for the Dudes. Flew out to Gullard first time around today. Nice pitch from Burke. That is
froze him.
That is an absolutely frozen hitter. And so we get a look over at the ice chest today. Those are $3 today. But Burke, one of the lowest velocities out of this bullpen. Does that do anything to you as a hitter, just coming in and seeing something so much slower than what you're going to see out of anyone else?
You know, it definitely varies from hitter to hitter. I personally do not like it when guys are throwing slow. I would rather you be throwing 90 than you be throwing 75, if I'm being completely honest. It definitely makes it challenging, especially when you just face the guy throwing with some velo. You got to really wait and get your timing right. Runner.
Goma breaks, and Burke can't make the play there. Tough play for Rolling, and he mishandles it. Perala will be safe. That should go down as an E6 on Rolling, and 2 are aboard with 1 down, so Redmond's starting to move some runners around. It's a tough play for Burke, and then Rolling obviously charging in. It takes a weird hop off the turf. Now Indy Anderson will come up. He struck out swinging against Hagler back in the first inning. Runners on second and first. If you're in the outfield, obviously you've got a runner on second. Coma, not the most speed on this team, but do you ever come in with a runner on second just to make that throw a little easier? If that
it definitely depends on the situation. You know, if it's a do or die play, and if they score, then the game's kind of over. You do definitely shade in because you can't give up that run, and if it's get hit over your head, it's already going to be a run. But when you're up 2 like this, I think you're playing it safe. You still want to be able to get to a deep fly ball and catch it. The last thing you want to happen is you come in to make a hard out easier and you get beat.
2 balls and no strikes to Anderson. Matthew Meadows is on deck. Micah Hagler worked right through this part of the lineup when he was out there. That gets by Barsati. I think he wanted a foul ball or something like that, but it'll be an advancement for both runners on. Now 2 in scoring position on Nathan Burke. And the Dudes, after giving up 2 in the bottom of the third, a base hit away from tying this up.
Yeah, definitely with the lefty up to the plate, for a guy like Burke who's going to be throwing balls into his barrel, it makes it a little more challenging. You almost want to walk the guy to get potential double play situation going. You have a free base anyways.
Anderson way ahead, 3-0, and a zone finder from Burke for strike 1. Burke, 34 Ks on the season at Olympic College, but also 32 walks. So finding the zone was a pitfall for him this past spring. He's done a pretty good job of keeping walks off the board this summer. But right there, he will walk Indy Anderson and load the bases with 1 gone for Matt Meadows. So look at the fresh catch over there in left field. And I got to say, we were in Yakima and Wenatchee, and we tried the hot dogs at both of those stadiums.
Yeah,
they were not good. And the food here is amazing, and it's kind of a big part of what they're doing at the Friar. But did you look at any other summer ball teams when you were looking through this, and when the Fish Sticks came up, did you look into them at all and see what goes on here for a home game?
So, funny story, my roommate Matt Churchill was a big part of this team last year.
Okay.
He was player of the year for the PIL, and I played summer ball last year in Oakland, and we'd be calling all the time, and he'd be telling me, man, you got to come check out the Fish Sticks. You got to come check out the Fish Sticks. And so I had some teammates at my university that also played for the Fish Sticks, and everyone had just such great things to say about both the team but also the environment and I think as an athlete, you always want to play in front of a crowd like this. So it was very attractive. And I committed to the Fish Sticks pretty early on in the fall. And I was excited. I was pumped up.
First pitch missed to Matt Meadows. That is a big hat. That is not a hat you want to be feeling a fly ball with.
No.
For sure.
No.
1-0 coming from Burke, who has worked into a jam here, but now even with Matt Meadows. Bases loaded and one down.
One swing away from a double play.
Yeah, and you can see the corners are in for the Fish Sticks infield, but both middle infielders playing pretty deep, trying to set up the double play ball here.
Yep.
Meadows chops that foul for strike 2. Obviously a double play is ideal, but as a defender, how big is it for your pitcher to get a K when there's bases loaded,
huge,
one out?
Huge.
I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than a strikeout in this situation.
It's huge, and it translates over to the offense too. When you got someone on the bump doing that, you want to, it fires you up, and you can go show him your appreciation by
that hits Meadows. Burke was ahead 1-2, and the first run will come across for Redmond. So Fish Sticks still ahead, but it's 2-1. And now the other side of the coin, you get to 2 strikes on a guy, and then you hit a batter. Obviously still bases loaded, 1 out, but how do you regroup? Obviously you're not a pitcher, but like when something like that happens, how do you regroup?
You gotta keep your composure. I mean, obviously it kills you. It kills momentum.
Yeah, it looks like they'll take Burke out right here. And you can go back to the dugout now. We were going to send you back at the middle of the 4th inning, but
alrighty.
Yeah, hey, you've been great.
Thanks
for coming up again.
Thanks for having me.
No, we really do have a good time when you're up here. So, yeah, thank you. Go Sticks.
Alrighty, go
Hope
Sticks.
you're doing better in the near future.
I appreciate it. Alrighty.
Yeah. Hey, have a good day, man. So Cole Miller will come in for the Fish Sticks as Gavin George makes his way back to the dugout in a 2-1 game, 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Miller from Pacific Lutheran University. He will be a sophomore this coming season. 5 2/3 for Miller in a 5.06 ERA, but it seems like every time he's out there, he is more confident as a pitcher. Miller would come out some pretty serious velocity for Cole Miller, but he pitches to contact quite a bit, and that leads to quite a few hits for opposing lineups. But he has had quite a few really nice escapes for some jams this year, and that's the exact situation he comes into right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Fish Sticks took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd off a 2-run double by Ryland Gullard, but a response in the top of the 4th from the Dudes. 1 run on a hit by pitch to Matt Meadows, and then still threatening right here, Austin Anderson coming up with the bags packed. This crowd is really filled in here at the Friar. Obviously $3 Thursday. You're bound to get a few more people than usual, but not a lot of open seats at Mel Olson Stadium tonight. And not a lot of open bases right now either. Bases loaded and 1 out for Austin Anderson. Anderson comes up in the 3rd after facing Micah Hagler in the top of the 2nd and striking out looking. Now he'll face Cole Miller. There's an inning and a 3rd for Nathan Burke, a really clean 2nd inning, start of the inning for Burke, or 3rd inning. Wow, 3rd time's the charm, but the 4th inning, a lot of traffic for the Dudes. Miller started Anderson with a ball and does the same on the 2nd pitch for ball 2. Good on Barsati to get a mitt to that and save Perala from maybe scoring the tying run. Burke's day is done, and Micah Hagler, the starter, only went 2 innings. So looking like a bullpen game for today for the Fish Sticks as Miller hooks that once again, and it's 3-0. And we will welcome another Fish Stick to the broadcast. This time it is relief pitcher, or I guess all kinds of pitcher, and my roommate, Cole Nutford.
Yo, my guy. How we doing, big
We're
dog?
doing great. We're doing great,
Let's
Cole.
go.
So 3-0 count, 2-1. Cole Miller, 1 pitch away from walking in the tying run right here, and
that's
a zone finder. So 3-0, right? You're behind 3-0, especially in a situation like this. Are you just putting anything in the zone?
You just got to put it over
Yeah.
the plate, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't walk him in this position. You got bases loaded right now, so 1 out. Looking for a ground ball right here.
Middle infielders are deep. Corners are in for the Fish Sticks. Miller comes home with a 3-1. That is fouled back. Really good job by Miller to get back in this count. And it is filled up. I was just asking Gavin George about this, but how big is a strikeout for you on the mound when there's bases loaded, 1 out, and you're able to get a K? Because obviously
huge.
a double play is ideal, but you can't always get a ground ball.
I mean, it's huge when it comes to it because then you get 2 outs now, so a pop out to the outfield it's not a sacrifice fly, it's not a run. So a strikeout in this situation is very important, very clutch, but double play is also a little better.
You could use a double play, I'm sure.
100%.
Full count offering coming from Cole Miller to Austin Enderson. Enderson struck out looking last time up, and he'll watch ball 4 go by. The Dudes are right back in this game. We are tied in the top of the 4th inning, and Brody Gohagen will come up. So you started in Yakima on the road trip.
Yes, sir.
And obviously that was a pretty big stadium, especially compared to the stadiums you play in the PIL. Did it like feel any different going out there against a West Coast League team in a stadium that used to be a minor league ballpark?
I mean, nothing like playing at the Friar. But
yeah, that's a good answer. I like that.
I mean, it was an okay. I mean, compared to the Friar, I mean, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's a lot worse,
No,
but it's all good.
Yeah, there were not a lot of people there. That's the difference.
That was the thing. Is like this stadium, every game, every home game, it's filled with support. It's insane. It's truly incredible.
First pitch to Gohagen missed. Miller hasn't had too many issues with walks this season, but weird roller off home plate, rolling tough play, and he will hold on to it. So an infield single on a ball that bounces off home plate, and the Redmond Dudes have their first lead of the game, 3-2 here in the top of the 4th.
It's just unlucky. He threw the pitch he needed right there, got the ground ball, and just really weak contact right there.
So now Jacob Swanson will come up, bases loaded, 1 out. Swanson struck out on 3 pitches against Burke back in the 3rd inning. First time we've seen Swanson in this series. And still the bases loaded and 1 out. Fish Sticks looking for any out right now. Swanson holds off on the first pitch for ball 1. You're going to St. Mary's in the spring. Obviously, one of the D1 guys on this team, and when you're D1, obviously you're going into your freshman year. But the PIL, as Swanson grounds that might be 2. Rolling, can't handle it. Another run comes home for the Dudes, and it is 4-2. Redmond just going station to station right now, and they've now got a 2-run lead. Chopper and rolling. Thought that might be 2 before getting the ball out of the glove. 4-2 lead for the Redmond Dudes after 2 runs come in on a Rylan Gullard double. Dudes starting to move a lot of guys around here. If you're a pitcher and you have an error like that in the field, obviously you can still trust, especially a guy like Rolling. But how do you just kind of recoup and be like, okay, just got to focus on the next hitter?
What I would do right now if I'm Miller on the mound, you got to flush it, just move on. Next pitch, don't even think about what just happened. You just got to move on and focus on the batter. There's too much at stake right now with the 4-2 ball game when we're losing our lead, especially with bases loaded and still 1 out. You got to do what he's doing right now, and that's back-to-back strikes. He's just throwing it in there.
0-2 count. Miller has done a really good job of living in the strike zone this year. An infield single brought home the go-ahead run, and then Swanson reached on an error, and that's a big K for Cole Miller of Dre Lopez. 2 gone here in the 4th. Cole's got to press. He's the happiest guy in the ballpark right now.
It's a little too good not to eat.
And Xavier Espindola will come up. Obviously a big strikeout.
That's huge.
Right there.
Yep.
And a first pitch strike to Espindola. Meadows on third, Gohagen on second, and then Swanson over on first. It's been kind of some tough luck for Cole Miller so far. An infield single that bounced off home plate, followed by an error. Got a strikeout, and he's ahead 0-2. This is really good to see from Cole Miller, especially after just some bad breaks. He is just living in the zone right now. Shakeoff a sign from Barsotti. And Miller comes home 0-2, just missed. You've had Peyton Barsotti catch you a few times this year. Obviously, a really good guy, but you're going to play college ball with him at St. Mary's next year. Obviously, that's kind of part of summer ball is you got to get acclimated to new guys, but what's it like having a future teammate behind the plate when you're throwing?
Especially with him being a catcher. I mean, it's amazing. I hope he's my catcher next year. It would be amazing. I mean, we've already built a lot of chemistry. We hang out a lot off the field. We talk a lot about what St. Mary's is going to be like for me. He's kind of mentoring me on what to be prepared for. And, I mean, I'm going to a school where they expect a lot out of a lot of players, so I want to live up to expectations, and I want to do what I can do for the team next year.
St. Mary's knocked off UCLA in their own regional. That gets by for Miller. Almost. Anderson was halfway home, but retreats to third. And you were committed to St. Mary's before they got those wins against UCLA, but you're watching at home, and you're watching your future team take down the number 1 team in the country, and they've been consensus number 1 forever. What's that? Did that excite you even more to go play for that team? It must have, right?
I knew it was coming, man.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. I believed. I mean, once they won that conference, and I knew they were playing UCLA. I have a good amount, since I'm from LA, I got a really good amount of friends from LA, and I was like, watch what's about to happen. And they were like, no way. I said, I swear, we bet 50 push-ups on it, and guess who wasn't doing push-ups?
4 runs come in for Redmond, but a couple big strikeouts from Cole Miller get the Fish Sticks out of it. Sticks looking to get back in this game on the other side of the break.
Thanks, Crispy.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
Take as much as you want, bro.
4-2. Redmond takes their first lead of the game in the top half of the 4th as we take a look at the upcoming schedule. A jam-packed weekend at the Friar, all 3 of these games against the Washington Athletics. First pitch tomorrow at 6:35, and then a 4th of July special, 11:05 a.m. on the first pitch. I'm sure we're both going to love that first pitch time. And then 1:05 p.m. on Sunday, the Seal Slingers are back out at the Friar against the Washington A's, and then you guys are heading down to Oregon. I guess I'm coming too, but the team is heading down to Oregon to face off against the Marionberries of the West Coast League. Obviously, just got done with the first chunk of West Coast League games that you're going to play this season. Was it any different playing those 2 teams? Obviously, the Apple Sox are good. I think they proved that in the 2 games against the Fish Sticks, and they're already clinched a playoff spot out there in Wenatchee. But is it kind of like almost a lesson for your team to play a team like that, like the Apple Sox, and then come back? Obviously, you're playing PIL teams once again. Like, what kind of information do you take from those types of games?
I'd say I felt like a lot of players on our team learned a lot what it's like to face a full team of D1 players. I mean, you get a good amount of D1 players in the PIL, but nothing like where it's the whole roster size. So being able to go and play Wenatchee, and I mean, after that first game, we all knew what was going to happen. I mean, we all knew the second game we were going to lock it in a little more. And I feel like when we go out next week, we have a really good chance of getting a series win, and that's what we're going to work for. We're going to go and try to get 2-0.
The week after is Varsity, fellow Gale, watches ball 2 go by. That's going to be an unsuccessful appeal. He was nowhere close to breaking the plane there. The Marionberries come here to the Friar. It's going to be the first time a West Coast League opponent ever comes to place the Fish Sticks in West Seattle, and that's another $3 Thursday. That's going to be a pretty fun atmosphere as Varsity is way early on the 2-1. It's kind of hard to ask you hitting questions because you're a pitcher, but
no,
I was getting there. You switch hit in high school, and obviously you're being recruited as a pitcher. You're pitching exclusively here with the Fish Sticks. Was it sad for you to give up the hitting side of things
I still
at some
miss
point?
it.
Yeah,
I still miss it, man. I mean, being a pitcher only is amazing. I get to do stuff like this, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I wish I could play every day. Like, if coaches would let me pitch every day.
It's going to be a fair ball for Varsity. It's a second time he's had a weird hit down the third base line, but yeah, I mean, every kid wants to hit and pitch, and there's a few guys on this team that do that. But like, what was the moment like? Were you just like being recruited as a pitcher, and like were coaches like we're just looking at you as a pitcher? Like, did you just have to like
it was happening
take the pill of like I can't hit anymore? Yeah,
it was happening over like a couple weeks, and I started to realize like, I mean, I was hitting really well over the summer, like it was going really well in the hitting wise, and then like I was kind of like starting to think when my coaches were talking to me, and they hit me with like, hey, what's your goal in baseball? And I was like, of course, make it to the major leagues. They're like, what helps you get there? I said, go in D1. They said, what's the best chance of you going D1, pitcher or hitting? And I went, pitching. So after that, it was kind of just PO from there. We had it's been great ever since, but I put a lot of hours into being able to switch hit. And it kind of hurts.
I bet it does.
Especially with no DH all the time.
If you've ever tried switch hitting if you've ever tried hitting your opposite way, your funky way, it is hard to do. With Bartholomew, that is laced, but it's caught by Matt Meadows, and Braden Bartholomew, one of the most unlucky stretches a hitter could possibly have. He had a line drive yesterday that might have tied the game in the 9th inning, but it was snagged by Jake Overstreet of the Apple Sox at third, and that one was belted, but a nice catch by Meadows coming in. And I mean, you hit a little, so I can ask you this, but it also applies to a pitcher. When you have an unlucky streak like Bartholomew is having right now, like how do you show up to the ballpark every day looking to change that?
He's doing the perfect thing right now. He just keeps doing what he's doing. He gets more barrels, and I have no idea, like, how this is happening. I mean, he had another barrel earlier today in his first AB. It's like every AB, the only like one that's worked is he puts it over the fence. Nobody can catch it out there.
Daly into center field. Tough read out there in center, but eventually Al Harvey is able to read it for out number 2, and Daly is retired. Now it's going to be Jackson Dulé coming in the 7-hole. Varsity on first, and we can talk about Peyton Varsity a little more, given that. It's okay, G-Rod. We can talk about Peyton Varsity a little more. I asked Gavin about this too, but just the pop off the bat, like
it sounds different.
Yeah, it does. It
right
sounds different. Kenji Bray getting a snack today, but it really is like. It's fun to watch him hit as Dulé. That's into left center field. Pretty good carry. It's going to stand up for Meadows in the warning track, and that will end the bottom of the 4th inning. So Varsity leads it off with a single, but the Fish Sticks still stuck at 2 runs. It's 4-2 Redmond through 4, and Cole Miller will come back out. We've seen you start this year. We've seen you come out of the bullpen this year. Is there any different preparation for that?
It's completely opposite.
It's completely opposite. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of bullpen stuff this year.
Oh, wait. Before we get to that, you have to watch the Crispy race because look at this guy that's racing Crispy.
Crispy's
today.
had a terrible record this year.
I
gave him a pregame speech today. I'm like, dude, figure it out, man.
Yeah. No, he hasn't been good, but look at the guy he's racing today. Full headband.
Oh, he's locked in.
Tank top.
Oh, he pulled a hammy.
He'll be fine. I've seen this one before from Crispy. maybe they were looking for like a get right game for Crispy a little bit.
Is he going to slow down?
No.
Oh, my God.
No.
That is ruthless. That is ruthless. He's still going.
Yeah.
He's still going.
No, but Crispy, I mean, you said it. We say it on the broadcast every time he loses. He is having a tough year. And maybe our promotions team was looking around today and be like, who can Crispy beat today?
Wouldn't be able to beat me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't, Cole. But no, back to what I was saying. Coming out of the bullpen, you're probably one of the only guys that's done both for this team this year. And you said it's completely opposite?
Yeah. I mean, to me, what's completely opposite about it is what you do before you go out on the mound. Going in as a bullpen reliever, you have limited time, especially when I'm coming in as an emergency pitcher or considered like a late game, like if we need you. Mm-hmm. So it becomes like a faster warm-up routine. You don't get your full hour and a half warm-up as a starting pitcher. You don't get your full mind ready. It's kind of just in a hurry a little bit, especially with Coach, are you hot? Are you hot? Are you hot? Like I had a time where you only get to throw a couple pitches, and next thing you know, you're on the mound.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to do what's best for the team at that point.
You want calling at bat? Yeah, you got this. Adam Harvey is hitting. Yeah. That's kind of a tough name. Oh, we'll give you another one. It looks like that might be an out. Barsati. Oh, no, Barsati can't make the play.
You finish this one.
I got you. We'll set you up for success. The next guy's Lucas Coma. So that'll be you. But
okay, Luke, coming for you.
Another stroke of bad luck for Cole Miller in this game. I mean, first an infield single that bounced off the plate, then an error out in the field, and now Barsati unable to haul that in the pop fly in foul territory. Miller just missed with that for ball one. But just not a lot of things going Cole Miller's way today. He's been more confident on the mound every time he comes out, in my opinion.
Every outing.
Since the season started. I don't think you were around for this game, but he had a tough outing against the Blackmans. I think it was the second game of the year.
Yeah.
You definitely weren't here.
No.
You definitely weren't here. But ever since then, it's just been a gradual rise for Cole Miller, just like confidence-wise and caliber-wise as well. I mean, we've seen rarely any balls from him today.
He can be a really good strike thrower, I'll tell you that.
That has popped up in the infield. Miscommunication, that's going to get down. Lands right in the middle of everybody, and no one touched it. It bounced into foul territory, and Harvey will come back to the bag. I have never seen that.
I don't think I have either. That is insane. The spin on that ball is...
Obviously coming off the turf. Did Parker touch it right there? I guess it doesn't matter. There's no replay in the Pacific International League, but I guess that's a smart play to not pick it up and just let it bounce foul.
Catch it first.
Yeah. So both strikes in this at-bat. A couple missed pop flies by the Fish Sticks defense. Now it's 2-2. And Harvey swings and misses, so Cole Miller gets a gift right there. And there's one away in the first. And now it is Cole Neffer's big chance
Here we go.
in the booth. Lucas Coma is the hitter. Another look at swing and miss from Al Harvey. That's what you're looking for as a pitcher. That's an off-balance.
Beautiful.
Swing. Yeah.
It's beautiful. You set him off balance right there, but it's my time to shine right
here.
Yeah,
it sure is.
Comes set right here. Ooh, that's a quick outing. That's a quick AB. That's a hit by pitch.
We'll give you another one.
Can I get another one, please?
Yeah,
These are going a little too quick for me.
You can. Coma, that clips him in the left shoulder, and he's going to take his base. That's the second hit batter of the game, and Coma reaches base for the second time. Teo Perala. Teo Perala.
Teo Perala.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what he can do against the Cole Miller. With the man on first, here we go. 2-5 comes set. Okay. Good foul tip there. Strike. First pitch strike right there from Cole Miller. Just dominating the zone today, man. It's been beautiful. Not getting much help from the defense, but he's pushing through it. I'm really enjoying it right now.
There's a look at Mike Hagler, the starter. He was great in 2 innings today.
Yep. What a guy. Came in out of nowhere. Didn't know he was coming until he showed up. And just threw it really well today. But here we go with the second pitch. Gets a sign. Oh, he's taking the lead. Fake steal. Misses. He's pulling off a little bit there. He's got to stay through right here. He knows what to make an adjustment. He's going to throw a strike. I'm calling it.
Okay.
Calling my shot.
Okay, he's calling a shot. Like the first thing you should not do. But
I'm feeling myself. What I kind of risking all my aura.
I mean, Cole Miller, he's a really good strike thrower. It's a pretty safe bet, I think.
I hope. Looking over again. Frank.
That's okay. That's okay. You're good.
Damn it.
Yeah, you should have known. You should have known to not call your shot. I told you.
All right, no more shots coming.
Yeah.
He called today.
2-1 coming.
2-1. Here we go, Cole Miller. I believe in you. Looks over. Comes set again. Quick pitch. Oh, another foul tip. 2-2 on the count with 1 out. I mean, right here.
Yeah, what are you throwing right here? 2-2.
If I'm him,
Couple
if I'm the
fouls.
righty, I mean, you got to go with the slider again right there. Just throw him off balance like the first batter he struck out. Really working really well with the slider today. Especially with that fastball outside. If he can get a good strike the ball swing right here. If he's feeling that with a 2-2 count or if he wants to go pound, but I'd go strike the ball right here with the slider. Try and get another swing and miss or maybe a really weak contact ground ball. Runner goes. Oh, hit and run. It's Jake rolling. Picks from Bart. So now we'll have a man with 2 outs and a man on second.
That's another good pick from Braden Bartholomew over there, and
Really
it seems
solid.
like every time he needs to make a pick, he does. That's just got to be like the most helpful thing ever to have a first baseman like that is like a brick wall.
Yeah, I remember my days playing shortstop, man.
Was it really nice to have a guy like Bartholomew over?
Usually I hit him in the chest, but sometimes, yeah. If I had a first baseman I could
Yeah.
pick, it'd be really helpful. We'll lefty shortstop.
There's a pitch change in the top of the 5th. We'll let you go, Cole. Hey, I'll see you at the house.
See you home, baby. See you home.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the people.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah, hey, I'll see you tonight. Chipotle run? 100%. Yeah, I like that. Ryder Peterson is going to come in for the Fish Sticks. Peterson, 9 innings and no earned runs coming into this game, coming into the game on Tuesday, but a tough outing for Peterson in Wenatchee. Gave up 7 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. But he comes in with a good get-back opportunity. Came in the 8th inning, and that turned into a 10-run frame for the Apple Sox. They ended up winning that one 24-2. Peterson, one of me and Kyle. If we can get a look at Kyle right now, but we love Ryder Peterson here in the booth, and he is not going to blow you away with any velocity. It's just going to be a bunch of strikes over and over and over. Kind of the same thing we just saw from Cole Miller, who did pitch really well today. There he is. Yeah, Kyle Sweeney. Yeah. Doing a great job on the PA tonight, and if you're getting tired of me, he will be back tomorrow on the broadcast. So just me. I'm a little lonely today, but having a good time. And 4-2, Redmond Dudes leading the DubSea Fish Sticks. We've had Gavin George, we've had Cole Nutfer here in the broadcast, and I have a feeling we'll probably get one more by the end of the night. But Peterson will come in, and Cole Miller goes an inning and a third of probably his best work of the season to this point. Or an inning and 2/3, excuse me. Now it's Ryder Peterson. He'll face Indy Anderson. Anderson has already reached today back in that 4-run 4th for the Dudes. Peterson getting ready to go. He is set to go. sounds like we will be getting another guy. The starter from today, Micah Hagler, making his way up to the broadcast. And the first pitch on the way from Ryder Peterson to Indy Anderson. That is grounded over to Bartholomew. Flip to Peterson, and the out is made. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ryder Peterson, and he gets out of the top of the 5th inning. We will be back after this break with Micah Hagler.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dope-amine? Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough. Happiness is a Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion at Wendy's.
4-2 Redmond going into the bottom of the 5th inning, and we've got another special guest here on the broadcast. He's doing the floss right next to me. There he is. It's tonight's starter, Micah Hagler. And Micah, 2 scoreless innings today, and in your first time out, how was it to just get back on the mound here at the Friar?
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I think last time I pitched at the Friar, I was in the suit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever seen that, but it was our battered and fried game last year. I got an inning in the suit, got 2 Ks. It was pretty fun. More Ks than I did tonight almost. So, but it's a ton of fun just being out there. The energy from the fans is just amazing as always. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you understand the energy from the fans better than anyone. You were the in-stadium host on opening night, and obviously you are very familiar with that blue suit that Jonah is rocking tonight. Did you ever take the big hat and put it on while you were here?
I tried, but my the people I was working with told me that I probably shouldn't do that.
Benedict into center field. That has got some carry, and it's going to sit up right at the warning track. And that's a quick out number 1 for Wade Treloggan, who comes in to replace Shane Buchanan. That was the deepest part of the park here at the Friar. But Benedict is retired, and Luke Parker will now come up. So 2 years at Seattle U, and obviously you're playing summer ball in Seattle, and you're kind of a regular here at the Friar. You've been here for quite a bit, but first time with this roster. I mean, I asked the first 2 guys up here, what's it like to have like a new guy just come out and then throw 2 scoreless? But you come in and it's a brand new group, and you've got a brand new catcher behind the plate. I mean, like, do you do anything differently joining a new team like that?
No, definitely not. You just got to keep the routine the same. Just making sure that you're not changing too much with everything changing around you. There's a lot of change, so you got to keep what you do the same. The guys brought me in super well. I showed up in the middle of BP, and they were all high fives, fist bumps all around. So it was super good energy when I first showed up, and then got introduced to the team a little bit. Most of them knew me because I was the on-field host for a little bit, so they kind of knew my name. They saw my face around. But it was a good experience just being able to be in the dugout with them and just hang out, play some hacky sack with them. It's always a ton of fun.
1 ball, 2 strikes coming to Luke Parker, and he swings through that for strike 3. So 2 quick outs for Treloggan here in the 5th. When you're a pitcher and you're getting quick outs like Treloggan is right here, what's that do for the confidence? I mean, he's only had to throw 5 or 6 pitches in this inning.
No, it's awesome. Just I pride myself in my pace of play. I love to be on the mound and ready to go and just pitch. So I like getting my sign quick. It just kind of speeds things up. You speed the hitters up sometimes, get some rollovers, get some flyouts. But for my game, at least, it's super important. I know some guys like taking their time, but pace of play is a big thing in baseball, and wood bats make it super easy too. You get pop outs like who hit that first one?
That was Benedict.
Benedict. You get pop outs like Benedict with wood bat. Obviously, metal bat, that ball's probably way out of here. But you just get quick outs with the wood bat. It's a lot harder than metal bat for sure.
pretty short dimensions here at the Friar as well. Obviously, kind of designed for a Woodbat league like this one, as Hellner watches that way high for ball one. We've got Rylan Gullard on deck, and you played with Gullard last year, but he has just gone nuclear this season. And as Hellner strikes out, and Gullard will get the 6th inning started at the plate. What's it like to kind of just see a different version of Rylan Gullard at the plate this year after 1 year at Linfield?
It's awesome. Just seeing guys grow for sure. There's a few guys who are back from last year, I think. But just seeing guys like improve over the years, it's always super good. And just inspiring for sure. Just see how much you can really change in one year at college or 1 year in high school for some of these guys. Obviously, they just graduated. But it's super good. Just seeing him rake all the time, I love it. I love seeing him, like, his smile just elevates the vibe and everything. Like, whenever he's hitting well, and even sometimes when he's not hitting well, he's just always smiling, and I love it. It's just super good.
So was this your idea?
It was not. It definitely was not. But I do
flop like a fish race. Really, this wasn't you?
Nope, not me. I didn't create a single game, so you can't blame any of them on me for sure. But I do love commentating them. They're a ton of fun, just being on the field, hyping up the crowd for sure.
So how did the suit come to be? For those that don't know, last year Fish Sticks had a battered and fried game here at the ballpark, and you did the whole thing with the bullpen boat. You came out, but you were wearing that suit that Jonah's wearing right now. Yep. So how did that develop? Like, did you ask someone, like, can I wear the suit for the game, or like, did someone make you do it, or what'd that look like?
It's a funny story. I was like, well, I think because obviously I'd played at Seattle U, and I wasn't playing that summer, so I pretty much I went up to Coach Kribbe, and I was like, do you think I could pitch in the suit? Like I think it was super on brand for the fun, like, festive game that we were doing. So it's just and then we had to get approval from Justin, obviously, and he was all for it. But I think the best part about it was I had zero warm up. It was one pitch, and I had to be ready to go, because obviously I was driving in from the boat, and then maybe Crispy drove it off, but it was so much fun. Just the energy from the crowds, and just in that warm-up pitch, like, you just hear all the fans just, like, gasp, because I'm in the suit, I'm in my gold sparkly shoes, like, I got no traction, and they just gasp because my first pitch, like I am a pitcher. Like, it's what I do. Like, that's my main thing.
No, that's what I said in the opening for this broadcast is, like, you may recognize who's starting today, and he can actually pitch. Like, this is not just like some perk that he has for working here a long time. This is like an actual D1 pitcher, and a good one at that. 2 scoreless innings. I mean, what was working for you today?
Glad I backed it up.
Yeah. But, like, what was working for you today? Because after giving up that leadoff single, it was pretty nails from there.
Yeah. Just kind of fastball command, especially like I said with wood bat. It's a lot easier if you can command the zone. You're going to perform really well, just really at any level too. You get a lot of ground balls, you get a lot of pop-ups. So fastball command it's kind of the thing I go to for sure.
Ryder Peterson ahead of Matt Meadows on that pitch. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Like, even that pitch right there, like, he just paints the corner and he gets a swing and miss. It's as simple as that. Throw a pitch on the outside and then probably run a changeup off that, and he's going to get a swing and miss.
See if he does that right here on 2-1. He goes fastball, gets a pop-up.
Love it.
The wood bat pop-up that you were talking about.
Yep.
Parker.
There it is.
You pitch 10 under that ball, and there's 1 away. And obviously, college ball you can't hit with the metal bat, so how is this league different? Like, is your approach at the mound different with all wood bats, or are you kind of just throwing the same pitches and hoping the guys with the metal bats don't make too good a contact?
No, yeah, I think my mentality stays the same the whole time. I'm just trying to fill up the zone. Hitting's hard. Like, I hit all my life until college, and I even hit when I played for the Fish Sticks. I tried it. Went hitless, so in like 10 at-bats, but it's okay. We've all been there. But hitting's so hard, and you just got to trust that your stuff is going to play at the next level, and just it's your best stuff against their best stuff. And a lot of the time as a pitcher, you're going to win. You got 8 guys behind you or 7 guys behind you in the field, 8 guys including the catcher. The odds are highly in your favor that you're going to get outs when you go out there on the mound.
1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Enderson. We saw Cole Miller already pitch in this game, and he kind of just had a lot of unlucky things happened to him. There was an infield single that bounced off the plate, and an error, then a couple pop flies that dropped for Miller, and still he was able to live in the zone. How hard is it as a pitcher to not really have anything working in your favor around you and still come back and throw a good game? Because Cole Miller was really good on the mound today.
No, it's just it's a mentality thing at the end of the day. Obviously, it's very tough when you come in with the bases loaded. Like, it's never going to be easy. But you want guys who live for that moment, who are ready to attack the zone when they get in that moment. Obviously, he had three balls in a row when he came in, and then tried to fight back a little bit and then lost that first guy to a walk. But just being able to compete in the zone and just trust your defense. Obviously, we did have the one error that he had, but just believing in the guys that got your back and trusting your stuff. Because when he went out there for those two inning-ending strikeouts, it just looked different on the mound. His mound presence was just there, like it wasn't for those first few. Like, he was aggressive, he was offensive. It kind of just felt like he was maybe a little bit defensive when he was going up against those first few guys.
3-2. What are you throwing here?
Oh, I haven't been watching. Probably fastball.
Okay.
Low and away.
Full count coming to Anderson. That is going to be a changeup down low for ball 4. And Austin Anderson will take his bag. Runner on for the Dudes, and Brody Gohagen will come back up. And so on-field host, and then you went to a pitcher, and so you're probably one of the only guys on the team that like really understands like the ins and outs of what goes into like the script, which is what we call it, but the script of like what goes on here at the stadium, and like does that like translate? Like, are you thinking about like, oh wow, they were really late off the field when you're in the dugout and like you're watching that happen? Like, oh man, the tug of war right there was a little late to get off the field, and they were in play for a pitch. Like,
no, I'm definitely
does that
like,
bother you?
No, I'm a super go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I actually like watching them. Like when I'm on the mound and I have a break, I'll watch them, and it'll just be enjoyable. Something to keep my mind off the game a little bit. That's always good, but still trying to compete at the end of the day. Maybe something will make me laugh a little bit, keeping a good mood on the mound.
It's a nice piece from Gohagen for a base hit. Now Swanson will come up. Second hit of the day for Gohagen, and Swanson reached on error his last time up. Both Gohagen and Swanson brought in a run in that 4-run fourth. And outside of bottom of the third for the Sticks, off the bat of Rylan Gullard, and then the top of the fourth for the Dudes. There have been no runs scored in this game. It is still 4-2 Redmond here in the top of the sixth.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get a good pitch, good changeup. Hopefully we can get a dub, because then I'm about to go hit that Wendy's for that free frost.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, trust us when we say we all count on it up here too. We have I don't think you know Connor, the social media guy for the team. I don't think he's anywhere near us, but he is very reliant on that, as Swanson shows bunt and won't get down. So you've got runners on second and first and one out, and you show a bunt. I mean, does a guy showing bunt like throw off the windup at all? Oh, I asked Gavin George about the hitter's side of it, but for you, like, does it throw off like what you're doing on the mound when you see a guy showing bunt, especially a guy as big as Jacob Swanson?
Yeah. I'd like to say no, but at the end of the day, it kind of does sometimes. It kind of just depends on who you are. I like to throw a lot of strikes, so when somebody throws a bunt, I'm like, oh, it's a free out. But sometimes I'll still miss down, and I'll throw a ball, and it'll be super upsetting, but kind of just believing that, knowing that they're literally sacrificing themselves, so if you can make a play and get an out, that's a free out at the end of the day.
Great pitch sequence right there from Ryder Peterson to sit down Swanson, and now there are two away in the sixth for Dre Lopez. This kid's 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah. 15 years old.
Where did you go to high school?
Newport.
Okay.
Senior.
Good for him.
Yeah, 6'3", 200. That's the listing.
Oh, shoot.
And he charges that ball into left field.
Good play.
Just short of the wall. And Jackson Dule will haul it in. So Ryder Peterson is out of the top of the 6th inning. We will head to break. 4-2 Redmond.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's cookie dough frosty fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dope-amine? Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough! Happiness is a cookie dough frosty fusion at Wendy's.
Oh, Audrey, look over there.
Where? Oh, a whole herd of reindeer beers.
Not herds, Audrey. Reindeers come in 6-packs.
Oh,
Wake up, Harley.
Harley, look at the reindeers. Oh, they're just so fresh and friendly.
Fish Sticks down 2 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Angus Tremo and Micah Hagler coming to you on the Fish Sticks Network. Hagler threw 2 scoreless innings to start this game and is up here with us in the booth.
Heck yeah.
Rylan Gullard will lead off this inning. We already talked a little bit about Gullard and just the meteoric improvement that he has had with the Fish Sticks this season, but the numbers just speak for themselves. He's got a 15-game hit streak coming into this game.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Especially last 3 games going up against WCL teams. That's huge for him.
He did get one of those days off, so he only played 2 of those games, but
still
tallied a hit in both of those. And yeah, I mean, it's so fun to watch him. He already extended that hit streak to 16 today.
See, look what I'm saying. He's just smiling all the time. Like it's just so awesome. Just seeing everybody out here just having fun. As much as we are super competitive, it's just awesome to see how much fun we're able to have when we're on this field, for sure.
If I was Gullard, I'd be having fun this summer as well. And today he's already got a 2-run double. He's driven in the only runs of the game for the Sticks. First pitch is in there from Benji Sherman for strike 1. Already the 4th different pitcher for the Dudes today. Griffin Potter also comes in behind the plate, so a brand new battery for Redmond.
Funky little form he's got there. Oh, and then he goes over the top on that one.
Yeah, so we had this exact same realization when he pitched the first time. This was on Saturday.
That's so funny.
We had the same exact thought as it'll be the most random time to whip out the sidearm. And this time he whipped it out on the first pitch. So it'll be mostly he'll go over the top, but sometimes he'll move that arm angle down, and it makes him a really good pitcher, but also that's just got to do heinous things to your elbow.
If you're so natural from up top and then you just drop it for one random pitch, I don't know if that can be super good, but he manages. I was here on Saturday, too, as a fan. What do you know? I've been an MC, a player, and a fan this year.
Nice play by Swanson to retire the speedy Gullard for out number 1. That was just a chopper in the infield, and there's one gone.
I somehow didn't notice it at all when I was here. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I was mostly talking to the players and hanging out with my friends. But I didn't notice.
As fans do at baseball games. Hanging out with their friends. That's kind of the point. But no, definitely one of the weirder cases we'll see on the mound this season. He retires Gullard to start the 6th. Now it's Rolling coming up. Walking a strikeout for Rolling today, and he watches strike 1 go by. That lower half of the zone has been pretty big today, and I think it was for you as well.
Yeah.
So
I loved it.
What is that? Does that change your game plan on the mound when you notice an ump is just calling everything to a certain part of the zone?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I think most of the time I'm trying to paint low anyways. Mm-hmm. So if he's gonna give me a little extra down below the zone, then I'll take it. If he's not, then that's just unfortunate, and sometimes it happens like that. But umpires can be inconsistent a lot of the time. But I'll hold my tongue a little on that one as a pitcher. I'll hold back from that. But it's hard. I've umped a few times. It's not super easy. I like to think I'm good at it, but I bet the team,
I think everyone thinks they're good at it.
I bet the players in the dugouts would probably disagree.
3 balls and 1 strike to Rolling. Get ready for Jake Rolling's numbers. He's only had 18 at-bats this year, but his numbers so far, he's 8 for 18. As
Holy.
OPS is 1.463.
Holy.
So he has been just a dangerous hitter every time he comes up, and
that's
thought about taking his base right there, but it's 3-2.
See, remember when I said inconsistent?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stop. I said I'd stop.
Yeah, you did. You promised me that, and you didn't. Full count coming to Rolling. And that time, Sharman undeniably misses for ball 4. Jake Rolling is walked for the second time today, and Noah Kung will come up. So this is obviously the assistant coaches for Kribbe, and now they've replaced Coach Kribbe. But when you talk about Coach Kribbe and just what he did for the Fish Sticks, I mean, it's impossible to understate. He went 69-27 as the head coach here. He brought the team as their first PIL championship ever, and now with him leaving, there's no reason to change the coaching staff at all just because of how he changed this team.
Yeah. No, it's super good. I played for him in the summer of 2024 for the Fish Sticks. Full-time player that time, not just a one-off pitcher. But it was super cool just having a guy like that come in and just really want to win. It was just important. It was what the program needed to kind of be turned around a little bit. I think we had a little bit better recruiting that year too because he was here. So he kind of seeked out guys who were maybe a little bit more experienced, which helped a ton. But just what he did last year with I was around the field the whole year pretty much doing the MC job, but just watching that team just come together and just the energy that they had because of Coach Kribbe, because of Coach Mark, because of Coach Garrett. It was super cool to see.
Alex Hamada now in at first. So Rolling Stay is done. They check on Hamada a couple times. That one came close. Really nice pickoff move from Sherman, but Hamada is back to the bag. Noah Kung is up. Drove in 4 runs on the West Coast League road trip in the past 3 days.
Oh, boy.
Stick of the game on Monday in the win.
There we go.
Yeah, 2 for 4 with a couple, and
In
he's
the
got
gap.
another base hit here. That chops right over the head of the third baseman, Coma, and now 2 runners are aboard with only 1 gone for Peyton Barsotti.
We got something cooking here. I like it.
Starting to move some runners, and this Dudes pitching staff, really outside of the 3rd inning, has been really good.
Yeah.
And Fish Sticks are going to have to plate runs when they get runners on. Now it's Peyton Barsotti coming up. Already a hit to his name down the third base line today. Barsotti going to go play at St. Mary's. He's going to be in the West Coast Conference with you at Seattle U.
We've talked about that a little bit.
Yeah. We just had another St. Mary's guy up here as well. So a lot of Gales connections on this team, man.
I haven't had the chance to talk to him yet.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but seems like a cool dude. Super chill.
Yeah, I live with him. Yeah, we have the same host family, so
that's
yeah.
good. I love that.
Yeah. It was a pretty easy one to talk to.
That makes sense.
No, obviously, I mean, the West Coast has been hit pretty hard by like realignment and stuff, and like you're losing Gonzaga, which is a really good baseball program, but like what's that kind of been like being in college sports for all of this, just like this ever-changing stuff going around, and like every conference seems like it could get a team sniped like today.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know how to describe it. It's kind of just something that like is happening, I guess. Obviously, as Seattle U, we were in the WAC, the Western Athletic Conference.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. That was spring 24, which was something. We were playing kind of all over the place, and then this year we just joined the WCC, and it was just a little different. You can definitely tell that different conferences are better at different things. Like the WAC was a little bit more of a like thumper. That's what we called them at Seattle. Like a thumper conference. Like so they were going to hit the bombs. They were going to hit the doubles.
Oh, interesting.
But they were also going to strike out a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas
Wow.
the WCC is a lot just more just contact, like get the ball in play. Obviously, you have those guys who are going to hit the bombs and hit the doubles, but a lot more small ball in the WCC than there was in the WAC.
Hamada goes for third. The throw from Potter, not in time. The pinch runner, Hamada, nabs third, and he's 90 feet away from cutting the Dudes' lead in half. That is a well-timed steal from Hamada. It almost seemed a little delayed, but Potter still a little late to the bag. Yeah, and he's definitely in there. The tag not in time from Coma. So now runners on the corners. 3-2 count, one out. You've got Kung, who can run on first. He led King County in stolen bases his senior year of high school. Do you wait until there's 2 down to send him, or do you go now?
I think you send him now.
Yeah.
3-2 count. Could walk him. Could strike him out. We'll see. Interesting pickoff move right there. No throw. That was something.
I kind of keeping him, I guess, close to the bag. Obviously, he's thinking the same thing we are up here, that Kung will likely be going here with a full count and 1 down in a 2-run game. Jarman, the righty, comes set. Kung goes for second, and that's behind Barsotti, so won't be a steal for Kung, but the easiest ball 4 take Peyton Barsotti will ever have. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Braden Bartholome. A couple barrels for Bartholome so far today, but neither of them have gotten down, and he has been so unlucky at the plate this year. And obviously, it doesn't really translate to pitching and hitting. Those are very different slumps. But let's take what Cole Miller did today. Is there anything that you try to do to reset mentally when stuff just isn't going your way?
Yeah, it's tough. I had one of those. I had a few of those this year. But it's tough mentally for sure, because as a pitcher or as a starter, you gotta wait 7 full days until you're throwing next time. As a reliever, it's a little easier. You're probably going to pitch in 2 days or 3 days. But as a starter, you're waiting those 7 days until you get your next opportunity. So you kind of just gotta be able to show up each day and just better yourself and continue to grow and figure out what went wrong. Is probably one of the biggest things you can do. Just analyzing what happened that game and maybe why those things were happening.
Bartholome had a huge home run on Saturday against the Dudes. They tied the game in the bottom of the 7th inning.
That was elite.
Launched another one the next day, and that hits him. It'll bring in a run. The 10th run driven in by Bartholome this season, and it's an unorthodox RBI, but it's now 4-3. The Fish Sticks cutting into the Dudes' lead. Just takes that one like a champ. He ate that one. That's a tough one to take a pitch. And
bases loaded, though, makes it feel a lot better. You got an RBI out of it, so that's what you love to see.
So Vaughn Lowe will come up. A couple hits for Lowe yesterday, drove in a couple runs as well. In Wenatchee, and he comes up in a pretty big spot. Bases loaded, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and the Fish Sticks led 2-0, but haven't had much going on the offensive side of the ball since then. Kung at third, Barsotti at second, and Bartholome at first for DubSea. Sherman comes home. Lowe takes ball 1. That was very close to being a strike, but he walks Barsotti and then hits Bartholome with the first pitch he sees. You think Vaughn Lowe maybe he's just taking until he sees one right now?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea for him. See if he can get it across the plate. Looks like he does right there. But now I think he'll be hacking away. See if he can put something in play. Maybe get in the air. Obviously down 1 run. Sac fly does the job just to tie it up. Don't really want to hit a ground ball here with bases loaded because you got double plays all over the place.
That goes up and in on Lowe, and he dodges out of the way. I don't think it would have hit him either way, but 2-1 count, tying run 90 feet away. And the go-ahead run, probably a base hit away. Sherman ready to come home with the 2-1 to Lowe. That's a nice pitch in there for strike 2. Lowe, no interest in swinging at that.
I think he knows that's probably the one he should have went for, though. We'll see here. 2-2 count. Took your line.
Yeah, a little bit. That's exactly what I was going to say. You're natural. That's what that means. Yeah, you're natural. 2-2 coming to low. That is up and out. Ball 3. And another full count. He walked Barsati in this exact situation just 2 batters ago. And a walk brings in a run and ties this game 4-4 here in the 6th.
We'll see what he goes to here. Be interested. 3-2 count, 1 out.
Goes to the fastball. It's in there. Strike 3. That's a huge pitch from Sharman. Maybe had a little run on it as well, but a timely strike 3 for Sharman, and Lowe is sat down on strikes.
Yeah.
We'll get another look at this. That one just freezes him, and it is right through the zone for strike 3. Now Jackson Dulé will come up. Bases loaded, 2 down. Sticks down a run.
Is Dulé, did he just finish his sophomore year or freshman year?
Dulé just finished his sophomore year at Bellevue College. Yeah, so
nice.
gonna be a junior across the lake.
There we go.
Over in Bellevue. Watch his strike 1 go by.
Go Dogs as a Bellevue alumni.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Freshman year.
Way behind for strike 2. Good start to the season for Dulé, hitting 267 OPS, up and over 800. The green really popping.
Yeah. Sun decided to come out finally.
Yeah.
I was a little worried on my drive here. It was sprinkling a little bit. I was like, wow, this is so Seattle. We're July 2nd, and we're going to have rain on a day that I'm supposed to pitch. That would have just been Seattle to a T.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's at 4 p.m. Justin's not canceling that game. At 4 p.m. with a sprinkle, that's never happening. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson Dulé looking to tie this game up or maybe even give the Fish Sticks a 5-4 lead. 1-2 down the first base line.
Fights it off.
Into foul territory. Good fight off. Dulé, one of the better opposite field hitters you're ever going to see in the PIL, and he tries to do that right there just a little late. Stays alive. 1-2 count. Garmin shakes off a sign from his catcher Potter. Not a big lead anywhere. He goes sidearm right there, and it's foul. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just whenever he feels like it, I guess, he'll go sidearm.
I like it, though. Throws off the batter a little bit. Their 2-hitter, I don't remember his name, but
Lucas Coma.
Lucas Coma.
He's a third.
Yeah. Okay. He has a little pause in his load, so I thought about maybe pausing on my delivery a little bit just to throw him off. I believe he's a Seattle U commit, so I'll be playing with him next year, which is super exciting. Should be fun.
Third straight 1-2. Dulé watches it go, just missed. You can see the Dudes dugout. They really wanted that call, but probably a lease on life for Dulé right there. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dulé pretty far off the plate, giving himself a lot of room to operate.
A little rhyme in there. I like it.
Yeah, there you go. 2-2 sidearm again. That hits him. This game is tied.
It's a good AB right there.
Jackson Dulé wins the battle, and the Fish Sticks even it out 4-4 in the 6th. He went sidearm right there for the second time. Dulé in that at-bat, and it just gets away. And the second run driven in this inning by a hit by pitch. Got to do it any way you can if you're the Fish Sticks, and this game is tied up. Noah Benedict will step in now.
Yeah, I'm seeing some action in the pen from the Dudes, so we'll see if they decide to go to him. Who knows?
Dudes 4, Fish Sticks 4, number 4 in the box, and he watches ball 1 go by, up and in. Couple hit by pitches have brought in the 2 runs this inning for DubSea, and this game is tied. Bag still packed with 2 down, so still a very big spot, and Sharman still yet to find the zone after hitting Dulé. It's 2-0.
Good count to be in right here. Get yourself a 2-0 fastball, take a nice little hack. I like it.
2 balls and no strikes to Benedict. Came into this game with a 292 average, and that's just a zone finder from Sharman for strike one. I can hear you.
I told you.
Just that's the type of pitch Benedict has gotten a lot of hits off this year, and maybe Take Sign was on all the way there.
Little two-seam, start inside, run down the middle. That's lefty's dream right there.
2-1. That time it's fouled off and caught up in the net over there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sherman has gotten into a few 2-strike counts already in this inning, but walked Barsati and hit Bartholome and Dule. Barsati on third and Bartholome on second, Dule on first. 2 balls and 2 strikes coming to Noah Benedict. He swings and misses on a ball that skips in the turf, and the Fish Sticks leave him loaded, but not before tying this game up. It is 4-4. Going into the back third of this game. And have you ever seen an inning where a team scores 2 runs and they both come in on a hit batter?
I can't say I have.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
What did we get? The 1 hit that inning too?
I think it was
the
1
hit.
6-hole
dribbler?
Yeah, from Coombe.
Hard hit ball, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Get 1 hit and get 2 hits or 2 runs out of it. Love to see it.
So now the pony hop is underway, and you're the perfect guy to have up here because we talk about strategy in the pony hop a lot on the broadcast when we show it, and a lot of people go face first when they do this.
Yep.
It's like
we're going to see it from that middle guy right there.
Yeah, we are. He's hitting down. Hey, he's still in the lead.
She's not very hopping. She's not really hopping, but we'll give it to her.
No, read him like a book out there, like a true vet.
Oh, yeah. I've played this game before, and I did the exact same thing. I ended up winning, though. I hit a little front somersault.
Yeah, you did do that on Saturday. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I know the ins and the outs of it a little bit.
No, you're an expert. Yeah, but no, that dude was dead in the water. You could see it leaning, and he was just playing with fire the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he drops off.
Yeah, that one's a good one to commentate, too.
Yeah. You get, like, at least one of those, like, most every time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it makes it real interesting. A couple defensive substitutions now for the Fish Sticks. Alex Hamada, who pinch hit for rolling and ended up coming around to score, is in at second. And Tyler Eisenhut is in at the hot corner playing third in place of Luke Parker. He will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. Griffin Potter, first at bat for him on the day. He took his post behind the plate back in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's a look at Roshan, our ferocious coordinator, putting a big old hat on one of the great staffers here. You work with Roshan a lot. That dude is always busy. I don't think I've ever seen him relax.
No, he's always. It was opening night. I think he was working sound.
Yeah.
And we have our little like intercoms on or our radios on, and he's in my ear the whole time, making sure I'm doing everything right. But it's good. It's good. He loves his job. He does a good job. He does a good job at it. So it's good for him. That was also Ruben. Ruben is such a good guy.
Yeah.
He was wearing the big hat.
Yeah.
Ruben, I love him. He does gate checking a lot, but super chill guy.
First pitch to Griffin Potter. This is up and out, and he'll wave and miss at strike one from Ryder Peterson. Peterson threw 9 innings and didn't give up an earned run in any of those to start this season, but then in Wenatchee, he had a really tough outing, gave up 7 in 2/3. And I mean, when you bounce back from an outing like that, like he had such a good start to the season, and obviously he's a really good pitcher for this team, but that is the 3rd pop fly that is dropped in shallow play today, and another miscommunication from this defense. But coming off an outing like that, if you're Ryder Peterson, is it just like got to put strikes in the zone and do what I do, or is there anything different?
No, I think you just gotta. I mean, like you said, he went 9 innings scoreless to start the year. Like you just gotta keep that same mentality. Just go attack. You can't try to change up your mindset, because that's when things are going to go bad and just get even worse for you. But we'll see how we bounce back.
1-2, that is shot up the middle for a base hit, Griffin Potter leads off the 7th with a single, and there's a runner on for the Dudes, who are looking to take that lead right back as Adam Harvey will come up. Harvey already has a hit to his name today. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Also had a homer a couple games ago between these two squads, and there will be a pitching change for the Fish Sticks. Ryder Peterson's day is done. Definitely a bounce back for Peterson today.
Yeah.
Goes 1 1/3, and right now he's scoreless, but responsible for the runner on first. So the day is done for Ryder Peterson out of Whitman, and the Fish Sticks turn to the bullpen in a tie game. Finn Still will come in the top of the 7th.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
Finn Still coming out of the bullpen for the Fish Sticks. He has been lights out of the bullpen this year, 9 2/3 and a 1.86 ERA. And 5'10", 190, but the velo is there for Finn Still, who, fittingly enough, plays for the Fire at Southeastern University in Florida. Yeah.
We have another guy who goes there, yeah?
Braden Bartholomew. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Two guys from a school like a NAIA in Florida played
Yeah.
for the Fish Sticks this year.
Well, Finn actually played on the team that I played on in 2024, summer 24. But he hurt his ankle. It's actually a pretty funny story. Probably not funny if you ask Coach Kribbe. But we were warming up. And we're just doing our thing, running back and forth. And as we're coming back to the first baseline, he steps on the bag.
Yeah.
And his ankle just goes out, and he's just gone. And I think he had to miss the rest of the season. It was, and he was like he was like now he was one of our top dudes. So it was definitely a big loss. But now it's a story we can kind of laugh at. So
I'm sure he wouldn't be laughing too hard at that if he knew you just told it to our viewers.
Yeah.
But we definitely didn't know that about him.
But it's interesting because you see him wearing an ankle brace on his right leg.
Yeah.
And he's always got it on. So I don't know if there's any correlation there.
First pitch he throws into foul territory. Pearson's got to get out of the way. That'll go into the fishing dock over there down the right field line. Ryder Pearson was heading back to the bullpen and just had to vacate the area as the ball was heading straight for him. But it will be strike one to Al Harvey. Led off this game with a single off of you.
Yeah.
But 6 straight outs after that. I think you worked out. I think it worked out fine today.
I didn't like that one because I played with him in Little League.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was one that I definitely wanted and I didn't get it. And then my dad was here watching and he was like, "Really? The only hit you gave up was to Adam?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry." I elevated a fastball and he hit it. Not even like it was a super good hit. It was just a ground ball in 6-hole. But hit is a hit no matter what.
There have been a few guys at the top of the lineup for the Dudes in the past few meetings between these two teams that have been great. Al Harvey is one of them, and Coma and Perala both find themselves in that category as well. They are due up on deck and in the hole respectively for Redmond. 1-2 coming from Still to Al Harvey. Fastball could be 2. Hamada will get Potter out of the baseline and then throw to first. It looks like Griffin Potter is going to be called safe at second. Seems like a pretty wide turn out of the baseline right there. Let's see. So Hamada's got the ball right in front of him, and he just runs around him. It's kind of an interesting one, and Hamada, everyone looking at the ump to see if Potter was called out of the baseline. Now Mark Lynn, the head coach for the Sticks, is going to go talk about this, and that was a weird play, but it seems like Potter was headed straight for second and then just turned on a dime to the right.
Definitely seemed like he ran out of the baseline that he established, which was a straight line.
That's a defensive shuffle in basketball. That's not running to second base.
Not going to change the call, though, I guess. So we'll play on.
So a smart move of sorts by Potter to dodge the tag any way he can, and he is safe at second.
Worked out for him, I guess.
Crispy getting some plyo in as Lucas Como will come up here in the top of the 7th inning. Runner on second and 1 down. Finn Still gets Al Harvey to ground out to start his outing and starts Como off with a strike.
Really good. First pitch fastball for a strike. Best pitch in the game.
Still has been so good for the Fish Sticks this year. The highlight was back on Saturday. Came in for the 10th inning. Runner started on second. All it took was 4 pitches to hold the Dudes scoreless, and the Fish Sticks went on to win that game 6-5 in 10. He was the winning pitcher in that one.
Yeah, that was an interesting walk-off, to say the least.
3 walks to end that game. And, it's kind of the same story as the bottom of the 6th today.
Yeah,
any way you can score runs, you got to do it.
Yep.
And A.J. Noor came in that game, threw 12 pitches, 11 of them were balls. And, if you're the Fish Sticks, you can't swing. Doesn't have the control, and they came out of there with the W. Como into center field. Gullard looked like he slipped a little bit. Long run, and it's going to get down in front of him. Potter will stick around at second. Como is in with a single. That's a tough play to make, especially with how deep that grass is out in the outfield. But it did look like he kind of blew a tire on the first step, and now Como reaches base.
Yeah, maybe a little bad read out there too, and then the slippage. But nothing you could really do about it. Just happy that he stayed at second, to say the least, I guess.
So now the Dudes threatening once again. Runners on second and first and 1 down. That will go down as a hit. Still checks back on Potter at second and comes home, and that is outside ball 1. Perala had a 4-hit game earlier in this season's series. That was the first meeting between these two teams. He's going to go play for Coach Kribbe down in Hilo at the University of Hawaii Hilo.
There you go.
So
Kribbe was trying to get me to go there.
Didn't bite?
No, probably not. I'll stay close to home.
Yeah.
As much as Hawaii does sound super nice.
I was going to say, there's got to be a part of you, like somewhere, it's just like, man, what if I lived in Hawaii?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Enticing deal he had me there, but I'll be staying in Seattle. I love it there. It's super good, super cool. Stay at home, be with family. It's nice.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Perala. Indy Anderson on deck for the Dudes. Still comes home. That is one of the lone off speeds we've seen from him so far today, and it's in there for strike 1.
2-0 off speed. Never see it coming.
Works right there. It started right at Perala and cut back into the zone for strike 1. 2-1 count. Bit of a jam. For Finn Still to get out of. That is on the low part of the zone for strike 1. And once again, a lot of calls favoring pitchers down in that part of the zone today.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I love it.
I'm
sure. Being honest.
I'm sure it helped. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This would be a huge out for Finn Still.
It hit him.
Just missed inside. Did that clip him? No, it did not.
Oh.
Anderson was halfway to the batter's box, but Perala made no sudden moves at first base, so clearly he didn't feel like he got hit, and the count fills up.
Should have tried to play it off, because now he's going to have to strike out. It's unfortunate.
Perala 0 for 3 on the day, still looking to reach base for the first time. 3-2. Grounded over to Eisenhut. Potter will not run into a tag this time. Eisenhut's throw just barely late to the bag, and Perala beats it out. Smart of Griffin Potter to not run into the tag right there, and instead make Eisenhut go tag the bag, and it keeps the Dudes at the plate here in the 7th. We'll get another look. You can see Griffin Potter right here stands up and Eisenhutz, instead of being able to tag him and kind of use his momentum for the throw to first, has to run all the way over to his bag and then make the throw, and Perala beats it by a step. So runners on second and first and 2 down for Indy Anderson. Indy Anderson, great name. Sounds like a ball player. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The first time the Dudes played the Fish Sticks, we talked about Indy Anderson and how that's just like a guy who plays baseball.
It's good. Good baseball name right there.
First pitch, he fouled back. Finn Still, more of the same from what we've seen this season. 0-1 count. Some weird PA guys using our power bar. Don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, very odd PA.
Yeah, very odd.
Probably never met him before.
Yeah, no. I've never spent any time with him. 0-1 missed out. 4-1 to Anderson. There is a bag open, so walk wouldn't be the end of the world, but Matt Meadows on deck. He had a 3-hit game in his lone outing against the Fish Sticks this season. That was on Saturday.
You do have a righty on deck, too, so that helps a little bit if you do get yourself in a not as good count. You can always count on the righty-righty matchup. Obviously, I have a feeling Finn excels in those matchups. I don't know what his splits are exactly, but I imagine his righty-righty's a little bit better than his righty-lefty. So
turns out the PIL not exactly taking splits into
probably
account.
not.
Yeah.
It's okay, though. You can kind of just get a feel for it.
2-1. That is just a touch outside. 4-3. 3 balls and 1 strike. And with the righty on lefty matchup, like Micah said, would not be the worst thing in the world if ball 4 comes across the plate right here.
Actually, I did get a strikeout on a lefty today, though. So
There
that
you
was something. On a slider, too.
Nice.
Usually I go to the changeup.
Yeah,
but
back foot?
Yeah.
There you go. Where works every time, they say.
You hope so.
Yeah.
You do hope so. It's better when it's an 0-2 pitch than maybe like a 0-0 pitch. If it's 0-0, they're probably not going to swing. But 0-2, likely you'll get a swing on that back foot slider. 3-2 count here. Oh, I feel like I'm doing the job for you.
Yeah. Big pitch coming for Still. 3-2, 2 down, 2 runners on, and that's fouled off by Anderson.
A little bit of an awkward swing on that one.
So now we will do the 3-2 again. Finn Still has gotten out of these types of situations time and time again, and in a tie game in the 7th inning, he is tasked with getting out of another one. Runner on second and first, 2 down, and the second payoff pitch on the way from Finn Still. He comes home. Up the middle, it's going to be a base hit for Indy Anderson, and it's going to score Coma from second. The throw to third is well in time from Gullard. And Perala is gunned down, but Coma did cross the plate before the tag was applied, so the Redmond Dudes will take a 5-4 lead into the 7th inning stretch. And really nice piece of hitting from Indy Anderson right there. And the Dudes retake the lead. Micah, it's been a pleasure having you up here. We hope to see you at the Friar a little more this summer, and best of luck at wherever you find yourself. Hopefully on the mound once again, because that was fun to watch.
Yeah, love pitching here. It's always a blessing.
5-4 Redmond. It's time to stretch.
Once upon a home in the Issaquah Highlands, the Parkers used Thumbtack for a new kitchen island. Now the pizza is cooking and the kids are excited. Thank goodness for Thumbtack and all it provided. Start your home story on Thumbtack.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Crispy.
You ever wonder how Crispy gets to the Friar for games? He uses King County Metro's Rapid Ride H-Line. King County Metro, the official commute of your DubSea Fish Sticks.
Redmond Dudes back in the lead. It's 5-4. They lead the Fish Sticks going into the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Eisenhut will have his first outing of the day. He comes up against Dom Miller, a sidewinder for the Dudes. Miller was stellar out of the bullpen on Thursday in the Dudes' lone win over the Fish Sticks this season. Eisenhut replaced Parker at third base in the top half of the inning. And he comes up in the bottom of the 7th, 6 trailing by 1. It will be Eisenhut, Hellner, and Gullard. So 9-10-1 coming up for DubSea. First pitch, Eisenhut sees is a called strike. Potter mishandles it, but Dom Miller is off and running. Eisenhut has worked 8 walks this year, one of the highest totals on the team. He's behind 0-2 quickly, but roped a double yesterday in Wenatchee. Behind 0-2 to Dom Miller again. He was lights out for the Dudes the first time he faced the Fish Sticks. 0-2 Eisenhut swings at that one. It's into center field. Harvey tracking in, and he will make the play. 1 down in 3 pitches in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that brings up Evan Hellner. So Hellner, Gullard, and then Hamada after this. But the back-to-back of Hellner and Gullard can do damage in a hurry. This might be the last time they come up if Dom Miller is able to replicate what he did on Thursday in the Dudes' win. Hellner watches ball 1 sail by. Hellner 0 for 2 today as fouls that one off for strike 1. Nice hustle from the Dudes' dugout to retrieve the foul ball. Still looking for his first hit, but Hellner in his last 4 games, 8 for 18 at the plate, all of which were singles. 1-1. Someone is breaking in. Someone's breaking in to our booth here. This can't be good.
Hey, guys.
Oh, Kyle Sweeney is back in the booth. A welcome sight for everyone on the Fish Sticks Network, and just doing such a good job on that PA. I can see you're loving every second of it.
It's great. I'll be glad to be back tomorrow. Don't worry.
Hellner chases outside, and it is 2-2. How has it been? How has the new role been for you?
It's not as fun as being an analyst, much less a play-by-play announcer. But, it's a great time here at the park. It's actually a beautiful night right now.
Hellner chases outside. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and Kyle has to go do his day job, which is announce Rylan Gullard to the plate. Gullard drove in 2 with a double back in the 3rd. Still the only hit to drive in runs today for the Fish Sticks. The other 2 runs both came in on hit by pitches, so not something you're going to see a lot of. 2 runs coming in the 6th on hit batsmen. Gullard extended his hit streak to 16 today, which is incredible, especially in a wood bat league, in a park like the Friar. I mean, it is something to behold what Rylan Gullard is doing this year. He watches ball 1 from Miller go by. 1-0. It's into right field. Should stand up for Enderson out there. Makes the run in. And 1-2-3 for Dom Miller. He continues his successful streak against the Fish Sticks. And the Dudes take a 5-4 lead into the 7th inning at Mel Olson Stadium. Finn Still will come back out for the Fish Sticks, and Still 1.86 ERA coming into this one, and he was as advertised in the 7th inning, so he'll come back out for more work in the 8th. He was one of the pitchers to go in the Fish Sticks 10-5 win over the Pippins on Monday, as there was a bit of tug-of-war scandal last time out, and we'll have the tug of war again, this time late in the night. Looks like we have some favorites early, and the right side for me is going to win pretty convincingly today. I think the flag's got to get to first base, and it's well past the bag right now. So the right side gets the win today, and Fish Sticks looking to get the win right now as we've got Ryder Peterson up here now. So the fourth different player for the Fish Sticks to come join us in the booth. It was Gavin George, Cole Nutfer, Micah Hagler, and now relief pitcher Ryder Peterson. Ryder, you just got off the mound, and now you're already here.
Yeah.
How'd you feel the outing went today?
It felt good. A little bounce back from last outing in Wenatchee. Arms hanging a little bit, but other than that, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, and we love you in the booth. And you were stick of the game one of these Dudes games last week, but 9 innings, no earned runs to start this season before the Wenatchee outing. And that's a hot streak on the mound. Simple as that. So is there anything that went into it that you just liked doing that kind of helped with building that up? And because it was really impressive to watch.
Yeah, thank you. Well, just pounding the zone, let your defense work, trust your defense a lot, and then strikeouts will come. But mainly just trusting your defense is the biggest thing for me. Just pounding the zone, try to eliminate as many free passes as possible. But yeah.
No, absolutely. Finn Still is on the mound, and still another great bullpen arm for the Fish Sticks. I mean, it seems like he wouldn't be the type of guy to have this blazing fastball, but he really does.
No, for sure.
And it's just it's the last guy I think I would pick to have this big time fastball, but it is really good, and that's an ERA under 2 so far this year for Still. Starts off Meadows with a strike. I mean, what can you say about just the consistency that he's had this year?
No, yeah. It's pretty cool to see. I believe he's going to Hawaii with Kribby as well, so Hilo got a pretty good pickup. But, yeah, he always looks really firm, very under control every time, no matter the situation. So just an overall really good pitcher.
Meadows 0 for 2 on the day, still looking for his first hit. The Dudes leading the Fish Sticks 5-4 here in the top of the 8th. And Ryder Peterson, the fourth Fish Stick to join us in the booth today. It was 1 1/3 of scoreless stuff for Peterson today, and you kind of mentioned it, but it was a blow-up outing in Wenatchee, and obviously that team is a really good baseball team.
Sure.
They won the North Division of the West Coast League in the first half for a reason, but what's it look like kind of just looking to bounce back from an outing like that and then going out there and executing?
You know, for me, I haven't had that bad of an outing in quite a bit of time, so it was a little different for me, but the main thing is just forgetting about it right when you leave the field and knowing you got a lot more in you next time.
Right back at Still, that is the easiest out he will ever get. Put out for Finn Still for out number 1. It looked like he was asleep out there on the mound when he made that play, but there's 1 gone in the 8th. Even when it's moving slow like that, does it still scare you a little when the ball's coming right back at you?
100%. It's just quick reactions.
I guess that'll go down as a line out for Meadows. It was hit somewhat on a line as Still starts off Anderson with a strike, and the first pitch strikes are really what makes Finn Still so good. He's able to get ahead in almost every count he works against a hitter.
For sure.
Only 5 hits for the Dudes today, and they've turned that into 5 runs. Also helped out by a couple errors. That one runs in on Anderson and gets by Barsati, ball 1. Obviously, Peyton Barsati caught you today. You've had quite a few different catchers this year, but is it different with every catcher? Because obviously there's 3 catchers on this team, which is quite a few, especially for a summer ball team.
For
but
sure.
Is it a different approach with every catcher? You kind of just doing the same thing. It doesn't matter who's behind the plate.
Well, Evan Hellner, he's caught me ever since we were 8 years old, so it's
there
kind of like our thing. So whenever he's catching, I'm pretty comfortable with him. Not all these catchers too, but Evan especially. He's always positive back to me, always helping me out with situations and stuff. So But yeah, I mean, I like the other 2 catchers as well. Both very solid catchers, so can't really complain.
But and like, how's it? Like, what kind of chemistry do you build with a guy like Hellner when you've just played pitch and catch for so long? It's just like, do you guys like not even have to like send signals sometimes? He just like kind of just knows what's coming to a point.
Yeah, I like preset grip sometimes if you'll call it. So we're already on the same page before we even step on the mound. So, but yeah, it's really nice having Evan catch me for one more year until we both go back to college.
You've got a teammate on this team in Hawthorne Moody down in Whitman in Walla Walla, and it's a D3 school, but it's a good D3, and they've got a lot of good athletics programs, baseball included. As Finn Still, another strikeout, but I mean, Whitman. I one of my best friends from high school went to Whitman,
okay, nice.
But the idea of Walla Walla, I think it kind of gets left in the dust a little bit when you're talking about the places in Washington and some of the schools in Washington, but it really is like a good place to go play sports, including baseball.
For sure, yeah. I mean, academics are super high as well.
Yeah.
So it's also kind of in the middle of nowhere, Wine Valley. So, but yeah, it's a cool spot.
That one goes up and in. Gohagen has to vacate for ball 1. We don't see a lot of pitches get out of the hand of Finn Still like that. Does your heart sink when a ball like just slips out of your hand like that?
I mean, I've had a couple this season so far, so I mean, yeah, definitely.
1-0, that is in the zone, but Gohagen takes it oppo, and he continues his good day at the plate. He's 3 for 4 on the night, and it's a 2-out single for the Dudes. Now Jacob Swanson,
the hot dog man,
will come up. Yes, the hot dog man. We got an interview with him before the game. That was good. That's so funny to me that he's just become like we had I don't know exactly who it was, but we had someone come up to us in Wenatchee, and they're like, "Were you the ones behind that hot dog video?" And we were like, "Yeah, that was kind of us. It was our video guy that made it, but we were the ones talking." And it's kind of just become who he is to the Fish Sticks.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's not, I don't feel great about it, but that's just what it is. Yeah, here it is. We had the clip set up for earlier in the broadcast. This is
holy cow.
That's like the biggest post we've had on the socials in years. So
that's hilarious.
1-0 coming to Swanson. A big cut, but wave and a miss for strike 1. Finn Still. I mean, a lot of swing and miss stuff, but Gohagen showed it when a guy's got velo like that. Any base hit is probably going to get through the infield, especially on this hot turf. What's it like playing on just such a weird field like this as a pitcher? You've got turf on the infield, so a lot of stuff's going to get out, but then it just dies when it gets to the outfield grass.
For me, I played on a lot of fields like this anyways, so it's I'm kind of used to it, but like any medium grounder is like gonna get through unless it's right to someone, so it's kind of unfortunate. But other than that, it's fine. I would rather prefer dirt though. That's what Whitman is.
Gohagen goes. It sounded like he broke something back there on that foul ball, and Brody Gohagen will have to return to first base. Still will do the 1-2 again, and we saw Cade Galen have to pull that 5 different times on Sunday. I don't think I've ever seen that. He was running for second. It was a free bag as well. Elevate Northwest was just letting him go, and finally on the 6th time, he was able to steal second, and it didn't matter because Braden Bartholomew ended up going yard on that at-bat.
Yep.
Now the 1-2 coming to Swanson. Still looking for another out. To add on to that great ERA, that's up for ball 2. Swanson 0 for 3 today, playing in the corner at first base. Sticks down a run and throwing a few high leverage arms today. Been still one of them. 2-2. On the way, Gohagen dancing around at first. Swanson fouls that off. Just misses the glove of Barsati, and I think it actually catches a piece of Barsati, maybe on the thigh. He'll take a lap and go talk to Jake Rolling. I asked Gavin George about this, but Jake Rolling is one of the best personalities you're going to see on this team. What's it like being in a dugout with him for 9 innings of a baseball game?
Well, he's just one of a kind.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone else like him. But he's a really good guy, always positive, and always making people laugh. So I'm glad he played with us this year.
2-2 coming from Still. That runs in, just misses. Crowd at the Friar wanted that for strike 3, but count is full.
It's been like that all day long.
Yeah, it really has. And then the low half of the zone has been like really big. I don't know. At least it's consistent. Obviously,
that's there.
Tough to tell from that angle, but from up here, it did look there. Payoff on the way. Gohagen running. That's popped up into shallow center. Kung is under it. He will make the catch. Gohagen would have scored if that got down, but Noah Kung is under it, and another clean inning for Finn Still. Fish Sticks down a run heading into the bottom of the 8th.
Once upon a home in the Issaquah Highlands, the Parkers used Thumbtack for a new kitchen island. Now the pizza is cooking and the kids are excited. Thank goodness for Thumbtack and all it provided. Start your home story on Thumbtack.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dope-amine? Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough! Happiness is a Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion at Wendy's.
Oh, Audrey, look over there.
Where? Oh, a whole herd of reindeer beers.
Not herds, Audrey. Rainier's come in 6-packs.
Oh,
Wake up, Harley.
Harley, look at the reindeers. Oh, they're just so fresh and friendly.
(5-4) Redmond leading DubSea headed into the bottom of the 8th. Think it's Tramo and Ryder Peterson up here in the booth. Peterson just got done throwing 1 1/3 today, and now he joins us up here in the booth for the 8th inning. It will be Alex Hamada leading off, and then we can assume that it will probably be Noah Kung and Peyton Barsati, but obviously a lot of offensive changes. Kind of just a trend for the Fish Sticks this summer. Hamada, first at-bat of the day for him. He pinch ran for Rolling after Rolling got on with a walk back in the 6th inning. Hamada has driven in 3 and started 31 games as a freshman down in Chaminade in Honolulu. 1-0 coming from Dom Miller. That's in there. Strike 1, and Dom Miller, pretty sidewinder arm angle. You ever like try that?
I mess around with it, but it hurts my arm a lot.
Yeah, I bet. It's just got to do like irreparable damage to whatever elbow bands you have in there. He's had 1-2. It has worked against the Fish Sticks both on Thursday and then today. Still yet to give up a run to this team in about 4 innings of work. 1-2 on the way to Hamada. That is Oppo for a base hit. Alex Hamada leads off with a single. That is a welcome sight for Hamada. He's been struggling on the year, and that is a huge leadoff runner here in the 8th in a 1-run game. That's a really nice piece of hitting. Outside part of the zone, and he just rips it down the line for a base hit, and Noah Kung comes up. Kung had a great road trip, and we've seen Kung kind of make his way up the lineup as this season has gone on. But, man, I mean, has there been anything like too different about what he's doing in the box? Because it has worked really well, whatever he has done. He had a great game in Yakima, and then brought in a couple in Wenatchee as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he's looking a lot different than he did at the beginning of the year, so I'm not sure if it's because Kirby left or what, but he's doing really well right now.
All 4 runs that Kung have driven in came in the last 3 games on the other side of the Cascades. corner way in is Kung, not even trying to hide it. He is going to show bunt here. They'll check on Hamada over at first. I asked Micah about this as well, but when a guy is showing bunt, does it throw you off, like in your windup at all?
Not for me, no. I just try to hit the top of the barrel, pop it up, hopefully. But it used to scare me a lot. I used to get harped on a lot about it, but I got used to it now.
1-2, Kung shows bunt. He'll let it go. Hamada breaking for second. What a throw by Griffin Potter. Now Hamada slides off the bag. It does not matter. Griffin Potter guns him down at second, and there's one away. So Kung does not get the bunt down, and a heck of a throw from Potter for the first out of the inning. Just kind of waved and missed on the bag there a little bit, but the tag was in time either way, and now there are no runners on. Huge throw from Griffin Potter right there. Count should be 1 ball and 1 strike to Noah Kung, and it's in there for ball 2. Hamada started this inning with a single to left, but was just gunned down at second by Griffin Potter. And Kung waves and misses. That'll be strike 3. A couple quick outs here in the 8th for John Miller. There's Cole Neffer, also one of the more fun guys you'll meet on the team. And
sure.
Yeah. we had him up here earlier, but he would be great at what we do up here. He is a yapper.
No,
a little
for
bit.
sure.
Yeah, I live with him.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I hear about it a lot.
That's funny. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him a lot, too.
Now Peyton Barsati will come up. This dude's team knows Barsati all too well. He had a 3-run homer in the 8th inning of a tie ball game on Sunday, June 21st, that ended up being the dagger for the Seal Slingers. On Seal Slinger Sunday, they won that one 8-5. Now it's Barsati. He sure did go around right there, and that's a nice pitch from Miller. Obviously, you're a pitcher, so you can't really attest to what it looks like from a hitting perspective, but when a guy's coming from that low of an arm angle and it's got that left to right run, it's just got to be impossible to read, right?
No, for sure. I mean, when I used to hit, I was a lefty, so it looked like it's coming right at me and then go right down the middle, so it's definitely difficult.
Barsati behind 1-2. John Miller still working really clean innings. Great look at Rodrigo Montano right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miller comes home. Barsati way ahead. And we will head into the 9th inning with the Redmond Dudes leading 5-4 on the DubSea Fish Sticks. You can get out of here, Ryder, if you want.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to send Cole Miller up here now.
Nice. Okay, let's go. Wow, we're getting like everyone who threw today. Yeah, of course, man. So 5-4 heading into the 9th inning. Cole Miller on the way, apparently, for a final inning of work, as there's a look at Crispy, and it looks like it will be a new arm out of the bullpen for the Fish Sticks, and a reliable one at that. Duncan Boss will come in for the Fish Sticks. Boss, 5 1/3 this summer, and has only given up a single hit and no earned runs. He has walked 6, so some control issues for our Boss, but redshirted in 2026 at Seattle U, teammates with Micah Hagler, and he has been so good this season. The fastball will be the centerpiece for him. Looking to keep the Fish Sticks within striking distance here. Dudes leading 5-4 headed into the 9th inning. Boss, a 1.1 ERA in 20.1 innings. In 2024, that was his senior year at Bainbridge Island High School, just across the Sound. Beckett Turnbow will come in at short. He is replacing Noah Kung. It also looks like Cade Galen is in this game. He will be in left field, and we'll get a look at Matt Meadows. Or excuse me, that is Dre Lopez. Lopez will lead off that inning, followed by Xavier Espindola and Adam Al-Harvey. Boss, one of the lone lefties that either team has thrown today, will face Lopez, the righty, so advantage Lopez there. But Finn Still and Duncan Boss, a couple high leverage arms after another one in Ryder Peterson. And the first batter he will face is Dre Lopez. Lopez is 0 for 3 on the day. One of the youngest players in the PIL, surely. Currently 15 years and 8 months old. Lopez almost left the yard earlier in this game, but there was a ball that stood up on the warning track, and that is fouled back quickly. Puts a scare into a few kids on the railing for strike one. Lopez, pretty powerful guy, especially for his age. Facing off against Duncan Boss, one of the hardest throwers in this Fish Sticks bullpen. No balls and 1 strike. Boss comes home, and that misses out. It's going to be an unsuccessful appeal, and there's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Boss. 5 1/3 scoreless innings to start his summer with the Sticks, has struck out 5 in those 5 1/3 innings. And he's behind 2-1 to Lopez. That just misses out. Boss going into his freshman year at Seattle U. One of the older freshmen you'll ever see, but going to be really good as an underclassman for the Redhawks. He's behind 3-1 on Dre Lopez, who's looking to reach base for the first time today. Lopez steps into the box once again, and 3 balls and 1 strike. Boss comes set and gets a sign from Barsati. 3-1, that's going to miss in, and Lopez is aboard. So a leadoff walk to start the 9th inning. We already saw the Dudes take a 1-run lead into the 9th on the Sticks this season, and they plated 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning en route to a 10-6 win on Thursday, 25th. Now, on Thursday, July 2nd, as Kyle whips out a 6-7 and gets every kid in here riled up as number 67, Griffin Potter, steps to the dish in place of Espindola. Potter already has a hit today, and it was a hard hit as well, right up the middle. Off Ryder Peterson. First pitch missed down low. Kenji Bray getting in on it. Thank you, Kenji. Bray, we haven't seen him throw in a few games, but a starter option for the Fish Sticks. Potter says he pulled back, and he sure did. Yep. He knows the camera's on him, and now it'll be a strike. So definitely a weird moment there as the home plate didn't think that was a swing, but the appeal is successful for the Fish Sticks, and that is strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming to Griffin Potter. Potter might show bunt again here with the Dudes trying to do anything and everything to extend their lead, and that misses down low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Griffin Potter. Boss still hasn't given up a run this summer. Some really good stuff from him on the mound. Another show bunt from Potter, and Boss takes a look at second, then will throw to first. Bartholomew gets his foot on the bag in time, and it's a successful sac bunt from Griffin Potter. Lopez will advance into scoring position, and Adam Al-Harvey will come up as the lineup card turns over for Redmond with a runner in scoring position and 1 down. Couple funny numbers back-to-back in this lineup as Boss comes set, and we'll start off Al-Harvey right here. Goes fastball, and that runs in to the back foot. There's a look at Eli Hurst in the dugout. We've seen all of Hurst as a fish stick this summer, but some really good stuff on the mound when he did pitch. Threw 11 in the third and didn't give up a single earned run. Struck out 14. There's a reason he's going to Vanderbilt to play baseball. And he showed it off right here at the Friar. Hobby right back up the middle. Boss holds the runner, then trots on over to first. Really nice play by Duncan Boss to get the second out of the inning. That is a hot shot right back at him, and he fields it perfectly for out number 2. Now Lucas Coma will come up. We already saw Coma get a hit and come in to score. That turned in to what is right now the go-ahead run. Back in the top of the 7th inning. Ended up scoring on a base hit with 2 down. That is in the air to center field. It might get down. Tough play for Turnbow. He makes the catch. Beckett Turnbow goes all out to end the top of the 9th, and the Fish Sticks go into the bottom half, only down a run. It's rally time at the Friar. Vaughn Lowe will lead things off for the Fish Sticks on the other side of the break.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's cookie dough frosty fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dopamine? Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough. Happiness is a cookie dough frosty fusion at Wendy's.
For over 15 years, As You Wish Electric has offered the comprehensive electrical solutions Seattle families trust. We are proud to announce that we can now also serve your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. As we grow, we are committed to delivering the same knowledgeable and friendly experience that earned our spot as the region's top-rated electrical company. Contact As You Wish Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Air today to learn more.
Braden Bartholomew, Vaughn Lowe, and Jackson Dule set to come up in the bottom of the 9th with the Fish Sticks down only a run. It is 5-4 Redmond going into the bottom of the 9th, and Dom Miller, who has shut down the Fish Sticks in 2 outings this season, will get the ball for the 9th inning. It's going to be his 3rd inning of work. Bartholomew, a couple barrels to his name today, but 0 for 2. Has brought in a run by a hit by pitch. Tied up the game with a solo shot to lead off the 7th inning back on Saturday against this same Dudes team. And Miller in there for strike 1. Potter doesn't hold on to it. No balls and 1 strike. Dom Miller has been wonderful for Redmond tonight, picking up right where he left off on Thursday. Bartholomew almost tied the game up with Wenatchee yesterday. That's up the middle, a base hit. Braden Bartholomew leads off the bottom of the 9th with a single, and the Fish Sticks have the tying run on first base. A breath of fresh air for Bartholomew as the ball finally gets through for a hit today. And now a very capable runner on first for Vaughn Lowe. Lowe came in to pinch hit for Jake Daly earlier in this game and ended up striking out. Fireworks going off here in West Seattle. Lowe shows bunt. It's a beauty right at the pitcher Miller. He'll throw on over to first. Lowe is retired, but Bartholomew into scoring position, and now Cade Galen will come up in place of Jackson Dule. Things are popping, and no one knows what they are. Not the time in the bottom of the 9th, and 1 out with a runner in scoring position. But now Cade Galen coming up in a big spot. Noah Benedict is on deck, and we saw a walk-off from Galen earlier this year, albeit it was a walk. But Galen knows a thing or two about driving in big runs against the Redmond Dudes. Now he's got Bartholomew on second and one down after a sac bunt by Vaughn Lowe that advanced Bartholomew from first. Fuego led off the inning with a base hit up the middle. First pitch coming to Cade Galen from Dom Miller. That's outside, ball one. Galen, no stranger to working a walk. He's got 8 to his name this year. OBP is up to 359 despite an average of just 138. So Galen knows how to get on base, but a hit would be huge right now. Swings through a strike from Dom Miller, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Some action in the Dudes' pen, so we could see a pitching change, especially if a run does come home for the Fish Sticks. One ball and 1 strike. Dom Miller getting set to come home to Cade Galen. Bartholomew on second. A base hit would likely score the tying run. That's low for ball 2 to Galen. Galen, the Portland pilot, one of the D1 guys on this roster, going to be a sophomore in the West Coast Conference with the Pilots. Hails from the Portland area in Camas, Washington. Played his high school ball on the other side of the Columbia in Oregon. 2-1 pitch on the way from Miller. Galen, another swing and a miss. He is behind the fastball from Miller for strike 2. Not a lot of people still left at the Friar, but the ones that are still here are riled up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming to Cade Galen in a 1-run game. Fish Sticks looking to tie this one up. Base hit would likely do the job. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Galen fouls it off. He'll stay alive. Again, late to the fastball, but fights it off. Noah Benedict on deck. Looks like he will stay in the game after getting the start in right field. Seemingly just some fireworks going off in the neighborhood. Now is not the time. I am imploring those people to stop. It's the bottom of the 9th and 1-run game at the Friar right now. The second 2-2 coming from Dom Miller. Bartholomew moving around at second. Miller comes home. Galen fouls it off again. He won't go away without a fight right now. That's the second 2-strike foul off for Galen in this at-bat. There's a look at Galen and Noah Benedict in the on-deck circle. Miller, deep breath in this moment, nursing a 1-run lead and a runner in scoring position. The third straight 2-2 offering on the way from Dom Miller to Cade Galen. It is way up and way out for ball 3. The count fills up. A big pitch in this game on the way. First at-bat of the day for Galen. He replaced Jackson Dulé out in the field in left. Would be his 9th walk of the season. If he watches ball 4, a hit would mean so much more right now. Would likely bring in the tying run. Miller comes set. Full count. Galen chops it off. We will do it again. What a battle this is turning into between Dom Miller and Cade Galen. This is about to be pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Dom Miller's pitch count up to 33, but the movement has stopped in the Dudes bullpen. They are going with Miller. 3-2 count. Coming to Galen. It is flied into left field. Meadows, all kinds of space. Is able to make the play. Bartholomew sticks around at second and there are 2 down. Noah Benedict will come up with a runner on second and 2 outs. A huge spot for the future New Mexico State Aggie. Now Benedict will get pinch hit for. He was standing in the on-deck circle forever, but they'll go with Rodrigo Montano. Montano 2 for 5 this season. Has a double to his name. Also had a hit in Wenatchee. Haven't seen a lot of him at the plate. Just graduated from Eastlake High School. Going to go play in the RMAC at the Colorado School of Mines. Now he's got to face Don Miller. Runner on second and 2 down. Last chance for the Fish Sticks. First pitch way outside, ball 1. Obviously an open base here. It would be Tyler Eisenhut on deck for the Fish Sticks. If Montano does work a walk right now. 1-0 coming. Miller is set. Comes home. That is paint on the outside half for strike 1. What a pitch from Don Miller for the first strike on Montano. One ball and 1 strike coming from Don Miller. Bartholomew still stuck on second after a leadoff hit followed by a sac bunt. 1-1 in on Montano's ankles. Heck of a cover by Potter to keep that in front of him and keep Bartholomew at second. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Rodrigo Montano. Played for former coach Kribbe at East Lake this past season. 2-1, that's up high, ball 3. Montano a pitch away from taking his bag. Tyler Eisenhut, you can see him right there on deck. He would come up with a walk. 3-1 count. Miller waiting on the sign. Montano taking his time in the box. Now he's ready. There comes set 3-1. Sidearm. He fouls it off, and we go to a full count with 2 outs and a runner on second. One of the biggest spots of the year for the Fish Sticks. Rodrigo Montano. Only his 6th at-bat of the year, but comes up in a huge spot right now. Full count, 2 outs. Bartholomew, the tying run on second. A base hit would likely score him. Miller ready, Montano ready. The 3-2 on the way, fouled off, will do it again. Fish Sticks hitters not going down without a fight right now. Another foul ball from Montano. First it was Galen, who ended up flying out to the left fielder Meadows, and now it's Montano, who's about to see the 7th pitch of the AB. Eisenhut still on deck, but no guarantees he'd come up with a walk. Don Miller gets the sign, turns to his right, comes home to Montano with the 3-2. It's another foul ball. This will bleed on to pitch 8 of the at-bat. Fish Sticks dugout gets a warning. Maybe something fell into the Fish Sticks dugout. Maybe a kid lost a ball or something like that, or maybe they're out of baseballs. Who knows at this point? Rylan Gullard being a gentleman, getting some new baseballs for the umpiring crew here. And Rodrigo Montano will step back in. The lefty waiting on the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cade Galen went 9 pitches deep. Now Montano waiting for pitch number 8 from Don Miller. Bartholomew still on second. He's been out there forever. The 3rd straight 3-2 on the way from Miller. Misses outside. Montano works a walk. A huge AB from Rodrigo Montano keeps the Fish Sticks alive, and now Tyler Eisenhut will come up for DubSea. Eisenhut, medical redshirt in 2026. This summer has been his first action on a baseball field in quite some time, and there will be a mound visit for the Redmond Dudes. So what a big spot this is for Tyler Eisenhut. Runners on second and first, and 2 down. The tying run is on second in the form of Braden Bartholomew. And the go-ahead run is at first in the form of Tyler Eisenhut. Rodrigo Montano, who worked a walk in an 8-pitch at-bat. And Tyler Eisenhut is at the plate with a chance to tie this game up or maybe even put it away. Dom Miller's going to stay out there. He's thrown 41 pitches. He's through 2 2/3 scoreless. If he gets out of this right here, that would improve him to 6 scoreless innings against the Fish Sticks this year. Eisenhut comes up, runners on second and first, and 2 down. There is a base open, but Evan Hellner on deck. You don't want to pitch to him in a big spot right now. First pitch to Eisenhut, down low, ball 1. Eisenhut, a really disciplined hitter at the plate, has worked 8 walks on the season and driven in 4 runs. Miller, wide stance in the stretch. Now he comes set. Bartholomew, who has been at second base for a lifetime. No one covering Montano at first. Barely a semblance of coverage now. The second baseman will move over, and Eisenhut watches ball 2. Miller hooks it. Tyler Eisenhut staying patient at the plate right now. 2 balls and no strikes. Eisenhut taking his sweet time in the box right now. Dom Miller just looking to find the zone once again. Evan Hellner, one of the hottest bats on this team, on deck. 2-0 coming from Miller. Eisenhut watches it go for strike 1. That's a really nice pitch to get back in the count from Miller. Finds the inside third for the first strike to Tyler Eisenhut. The hometown kid. He's from right here in West Seattle, Washington. Tying run, a base hit away from coming into score for the Fish Sticks. 2-1, fouled back. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just got a bit under it. Infield playing very deep for the Dudes. Trying to keep anything out of the outfield grass. If it gets by the infield right now, it would likely score the tying run. Tyler Eisenhut, the hometown Fish Stick, preparing for the 2-2 from Dom Miller. Into right field, it's a base hit. Bartholomew is coming around. The throw to the plate is cut off by Swanson, and Bartholomew is safe. This game is tied. Now Montano heads for third, and he is gunned out by a mile. But Tyler Eisenhut has tied this game, and we are going into extra innings at the Friar. Are you kidding me? Tyler Eisenhut in a 2-2 count. He ropes one into right field. The throw is cut off by Swanson. It might have beat Bartholomew to the plate if Swanson let it go. And then Montano is thrown out at third, and the inning ends, but not before the tying run comes to the plate. And we get more action at Mel Olson Stadium tonight. Oh my goodness, what a wild sequence to end the 9th inning. Duncan Boss will come back out for the Fish Sticks. I think everyone here just needs to take a breath right now. 5-5, we head into the 10th inning at the Friar, and boy, the Fish Sticks were on life support right there. Tyler Eisenhut down to his last strike. Brings home the tying run with a base hit into right field. And now Duncan Boss will try to hold this game tied at 5 apiece. A very similar situation to Saturday's game between these two teams. The Fish Sticks and Dudes went into the 10th inning tied at 5 runs apiece. And Finn Still, who has already thrown today for the Fish Sticks, got out of that inning in 4 pitches before Cade Galen's walk-off walk gave the Sticks a 6-5 win in 10. Now it's deja vu on $3 Thursday at the Friar. Boss has been so good for this team. 6 1/3 scoreless innings for him this year. And the biggest spot he has thrown in this season by far. Just a wild ending to regulation here. And now another inning at least to decide this $3 Thursday matchup. Crispy and Cole Nutfer loving what they're seeing right now. Tyler Eisenhut, one of the biggest hits we'll see this summer. Brings in Braden Bartholomew, who got the inning started with a base hit. And we head into the 10th. Lucas Coma will be the runner at second base, and Teo Perala will lead off for the Redmond Dudes. This is not the part of the lineup you want up if you're the Fish Sticks, and Perala has killed for the Dudes so far against the Fish Sticks this year. (5-5) as we enter the 10th. Runner on second. That one misses way out for ball one. Boss has issued 6 walks coming into this game, so walks can be an issue for him, but outside of that, it has been nearly flawless for him. 1-0. Pretty big lead for Coma over at second, and Perala, good watch for ball 2 right there. Easy for everyone to get a little excited after how that 9th inning ended with Tyler Eisenhut bringing in the tying run with a base hit into right field, and then Rodrigo Montano thrown out at third to end the inning on the very same play. Now Perala fouls that off for strike 1. Teo Perala, Indy Anderson, and Matt Meadows due up for the Dudes. This is the best part of the lineup by far for Redmond tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike. Duncan Boss waiting on the sign from Barsotti behind the dish. 2-1 comes home. That is way out for ball 3. Perala 0 for 4 on the day, but even with a tough stat line on the night, he can do some serious damage if he makes contact with one. Coma on second, Perala at the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Boss comes home, and that is out. So Teo Perala leads off the 10th with a walk. Already a better top of the 10th inning than the Dudes put together in Saturday's game, and it looks like Garrett DeGallier will come have a chat with Duncan Boss, and still yet to see if he'll take him out of this game. But with runners on second and nobody out, he's worked an inning so far. Definitely interesting to see if he'll stay in this one. It looks like he will. So Boss will face Indy Anderson, runners on second and first, and nobody out. (5-5). The Dudes and the Fish Sticks. DubSea living on borrowed time right now. Down to the final strike of the game. Tyler Eisenhut ties it up and sends it into extra innings at the Friar. Now it's Indy Anderson, the lefty, going up against the lefty Boss. Anderson 1 for 3 on the day. Brought in a run earlier in this one. Boss comes set as Anderson shows bunt. It's a really nice bunt. Could be everyone is safe, and they are. What a bunt from Indy Anderson. Perfectly placed. A hesitation from Boss allows Anderson to beat the throw, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Redmond. So after such a swing in momentum for the Fish Sticks, the Dudes have loaded them up with nobody out, and Matt Meadows coming up. What was designed to just be a sack bunt gets Anderson on base, and now Duncan Boss in quite the jam. That is grounded over to Eisenhut. He comes home with it. Throw in time. Run doesn't score. Bases are still loaded. Tyler Eisenhut continues to make plays for the Fish Sticks. There's one gone, and this game is still tied. Man, Tyler Eisenhut, his fingerprints all over this game all of a sudden. Keeps the run from scoring on a ground ball chopped high in the air. Meadows is now at first, and Austin Anderson will come up. First pitch from Boss is blown by Anderson for strike one. Anderson, 6-hitter in this lineup tonight, was out in right field, and Tyler Eisenhut's game-tying base hit was hit out to him in right, and his throw might have beat him to the plate if it wasn't cut off by Jacob Swanson. But instead, we find ourselves in a tie game. With one out, and Anderson swings and misses again. Boss ahead 0-2. A couple big fastballs from the Seattle Red Hawk. He's ahead 0-2. Would be a huge strikeout right here. Bases loaded and one down. Double play very much in order, but you want to take out the sac fly through the Fish Sticks here. 0-2 coming to Anderson. Ooh, just misses down and in. Boss wanted it badly, but it's ball one. One-two count coming to Austin Anderson, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Boss went off speed on 0-2. We'll see if he goes back to that against the righty Anderson. 1-2 coming. It's a chase and a miss. Strike three, and Duncan Boss, after loading the bases with nobody out, is an out away from getting out of the 10th inning clean. Luke Parker loving it on the bench. Now Boss and Barsati will have a conference before they face Brody Gohagen, who has been the best bat in this lineup tonight. 3 for 4 day for Gohagen so far, doing all sorts of damage. Funny enough, he's been the extra hitter for this game, and he has been more than extra. 3 for 4, and Duncan Boss, after getting a couple huge outs in this game, will be taken out. He loads them up, then a fielder's choice and a strikeout. And you would think that the second mound visit of the inning, he is probably coming out of this game. Long chat between DeGallier and Boss. I think Boss just trying to plead his case and stay in this game. He just had a huge out, and he will come out. So Boss comes out, and it will be Hawthorne Moody coming into the game for the Fish Sticks. Boss gives him the stamp of approval as he comes in, and Moody will get the ball in the top of the 10th inning. Bases loaded, 2 down. Fish Sticks and Dudes tied at 5. Moody has thrown 8 innings this season, an ERA of 5.63. Many of those runs coming in one outing against this Dudes team. A week ago on Thursday the 25th, he gave up 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning, and in a game that the Dudes ended up winning 10-6. He comes in about as big of a spot as you can as a pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 down. Gohagen, who's 3 for 4 on the day, is up at the plate. Any situation where Gohagen reaches base brings in the go-ahead run for Redmond. And Hawthorne Moody gets the ball. One of the most reliable arms in the bullpen all season for the Fish Sticks. And the Whitman blue will face Brody Gohagen in a huge spot. I think it's just for the righty-on-righty matchup. Gohagen, the righty, would have had the ball coming in from Duncan Boss and his lefty arm, so they put in the righty Hawthorne Moody in a huge spot. Fish Sticks were down to their last strike, but Tyler Eisenhut tied this game up with a base hit in the bottom of the 9th inning, and then made a great play out in the field to keep the run from scoring already in the top of the 10th. Barsotti and Moody will have a chat before facing Brody Gohagen with the bases loaded and 2 down. Tyler Eisenhut will join him. Probably one of the most high leverage at-bats for the Fish Sticks so far this summer, in a game that feels like it was over in the bottom of the 9th inning. Hawthorne Moody with a chance to keep the Dudes with a donut in the top of the 10th inning and give the Fish Sticks a great path to putting this game away in the bottom half of the inning. Moody versus Gohagen. First pitch. Did he go around? They're going to say he did. It's strike one. Big time chase from Gohagen. Don't think that's where Moody wanted that pitch. But it is strike one, and he for sure went around, so there's no balls and 1 strike on Brody Gohagen. Gohagen's got 3 hits on the day, the most of any Dudes hitter. So it's the hot hand up for Redmond right now. 0-1 coming in there for strike 2. Nasty changeup. Hawthorne way ahead, 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Moody can pay rent in the strike zone if he wants to, and he's ahead 0-2. He's got any choice of pitch right here. No balls and 2 strikes. Moody comes set. Throws home. It's strike 3! Huge strikeout for Hawthorne Moody. And the Redmond Dudes are kept out of the run column in the 10th. Fish Sticks going to the bottom of the 10th with a runner on second and a chance to put this game away at the Friar. What a huge out for Hawthorne Moody right there. He strikes out Brody Gohagen in 3 pitches. And the Redmond Dudes load the bases with nobody out and come out of the 10th inning with nothing. Hawthorne Moody, I mean, he had a tough outing his last time out against Redmond, but great work against Yakima on the road trip, and probably the biggest strikeout of the year so far for the Fish Sticks right there. Evan Hellner will lead things off for the Fish Sticks in the bottom of the 10th. It's going to be Hellner, Gullard, Hamada due up for DubSea. And Teo Perala, of all people, Teo Perala, who started this game at catcher for the Redmond Dudes, will come in to pitch the bottom of the 10th inning. What a choice this is from Redmond. They go to the 2-way guy, Perala, who's had a rough day at the plate, usually one of the better hitters in the lineup. And he comes in to throw a huge inning. Perala going to play for Coach Kribbe next season at the University of Hawaii Hilo. So a lot of ties between Perala and the Fish Sticks. Montano, who is thrown out at third, will be the courtesy runner on second, and Evan Hellner coming up to Allison Chains. Will lead off. Hellner, just a nuclear road trip for him against some West Coast League competition. 8 for 18 in 3 games. Or 4 games, excuse me. That counts his last game at home against Elevate Northwest. Now, this is the part of the lineup you want up if you're the Fish Sticks. The Dudes had their best bats up as well, but the Fish Sticks looking to put this game away. Teo Perala comes set, checks on Montano. Hellner shows bunt. It's way high. Montano thought about breaking for third, but he'll stick around at second. First pitch from Perala is a ball to Evan Hellner. Obviously, you can walk Hellner here, but with Rylan Gullard on deck, that is the last thing you want to do is bring up Gullard with nobody out. 1-0 coming. Hellner shows bunt again. Can't lay it down. It is into foul territory. For strike 1, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Luke Parker having fun with our wireless camera over there, I think. But everyone in the Fish Sticks dugout, either on the edge of the railing or the edge of their seats. 1 ball and 1 strike. Corner goes in. Hellner lays down a bunt. That'll be in fair play. Hellner doesn't run it out. Might have been a foul ball. What happened there? I have no idea what just happened. Hellner just didn't run to first, and it looks like it'll just behave as a normal sack bunt. Does that hit him? I don't know what the call is. I don't know why Hellner stopped running. It seems like no one in the Friar knows. Everyone is asking the same question I am. The Peanuts theme, a nice little jaunty tune, plays in the Friar as everyone is just so confused as to what just happened. Hellner is still kind of just dancing around in the box, and Montano, who is still on third, it looked like a regular sack bunt. It was in fair territory, and Hellner just didn't run it out. Now they're going to have a chat with Perala. Lynn will go talk to the first base ump. This has all just gotten very confusing. Everyone's talking to someone right now. And it looks like finally we'll have a conference between the umpires to kind of just decode what just happened on the field. The Redmond Dudes head coach also getting in on the fun. Everyone pitching in on this conversation. Montano is still over on third. Fish Sticks dugout just as confused as anyone here, and I'd love to know what the ruling is here, but it looks like Montano might stay at third and Hellner's still up, so there's going to be a runner up. Oh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Thank you. I've never seen that. Why'd they just ask the broadcast guy what the count is? I'm not focused on that right now. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now they don't even know on the field. So what's the ruling here? I think they called a balk. And now Hellner will take his base. What is going on right now? Hellner is heading to first. This is an amazing break for the Fish Sticks. And now Gullard heads to first. They're going to intentionally walk him. And the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Fish Sticks. What in the world just happened at the Friar? I have no idea how this has happened, but there are Fish Sticks on every bag and nobody out in the bottom of the 10th inning, and the Fish Sticks look poised to put this game away. Now Lynn's running back to the dugout. This is This is the most confusing thing I've ever seen at a baseball game, without question. We still haven't had a ruling on any of that, as it looks like Alex Hamada would be up in this situation, but man. So it was a balk on Perala, but Hellner was still able to take his bag. I don't even know why that happened, but the bases are loaded and nobody is out. So a balk on the pitch sent Montano to third. Then Hellner gets the bag. Maybe because Swanson never tagged the bag at all. Whatever way he reached, he did get on base. I mean, when you're hot, you're hot. And Evan Hellner is smoking hot right now. And he gets on base. Now we'll have a mound visit. There hasn't been baseball played in about 4 hours. And the bases are loaded, nobody out. Then Rylan Gullard was intentionally walked after all of that went down. And Alex Hamada will come up with the bases loaded and nobody out, and the Fish Sticks in peak position to put this game away. I'm not even sure the Fish Sticks know how they got in this situation. But the bases are loaded and nobody is out. What a break for the Fish Sticks in this game. I don't think I've ever seen a game where they asked anyone in the stands what the count was. I feel like that's the ump's job. But I was put on the spot, and I think I did deliver a little bit. And it didn't even matter because they sent Hellner to first anyway. And we still don't know why that is. But then Gullard was intentionally walked, and we've got – wow. We've got the bases loaded and nobody down. And the Fish Sticks look primed to win this one as Alex Hamada comes up. First pitch to Hamada from Perala. Misses outside. We've already seen a walk-off walk for this team. Hamada looking to do the same right here. 1-0 count to Alex Hamada, who already has a hit in this game. Comes home and it's low. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Hamada in a hitter's count, bases loaded, nobody out for the Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks dugout ready to burst on a wild $3 Thursday. Infield way in for Redmond. Perala comes set, 2-0 on the way. Hamada, he fouls it back. Strike one. The Dudes were in the exact same situation last inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they came out of it with nothing to show for it. Now the Fish Sticks have the bases loaded, nobody out, in one of the more confusing things you'll ever see in a baseball game. And Alex Hamada is up with a chance to put this game to rest. Perala comes set. 2-1 on the way to Hamada. In there, strike two. That's a nice pitch. Maybe a generous call as well. Either way, that's placed beautifully from Perala, and the count is 2-2. Beckett Turnbow is on deck for the Fish Sticks. He made a heck of a play out in the field to keep the Dudes lead at 1 in the top of the 9th inning, which seems like a lifetime ago. But he is due up if Hamada doesn't put this game away right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes between Teo Perala and Alex Hamada. 5 infielders for Redmond. That misses down and out, ball 3. A ball away from this game finally ending. And again, 5 infielders for Redmond right now. So they are pushing all their chips in on keeping Montano away from the plate. Both outfielders playing very shallow. Anything into center wins the game. Payoff pitch Fouled off, will do it again. That's into the ice chest, hit hard by Hamada. But we'll have pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Hawthorne Moody right there. A huge strikeout in the top of the 10th inning to put the Fish Sticks in position to win this one in the bottom half. 7th pitch of the AB on the way. Second payoff. Here's the pitch from Perala. Hamada chopped up the middle. This game's over. Alex Hamada walks it off. And the Fish Sticks pull off a miracle win. 6-5 over the Dudes. Oh my goodness. What a win for the Fish Sticks. It's Alex Hamada, who didn't even start this game. His second base hit of the night wins it for DubSea. They were down to their last strike in this game, and they come out on top. It was Tyler Eisenhut who drove in the tying run in the bottom of the 9th, and then Alex Hamada right up the middle finds its way through 5 infielders, and the Fish Sticks escape with a 6-5 win at home on a beautiful night. It's turned into a beautiful night for Fish Sticks fans. Wow. What a game. That is all kinds of grit from the DubSea Fish Sticks to find a way to win. They improved to 10-7 on the year, and another tough one for the Redmond Dudes. Their woeful season continues as we get a look at some of the highlights from this game. It almost reached 4 hours in time, but Rylan Gullard drives in 2 in the early stages. And then Braden Bartholomew hit by a pitch in the shoulder, followed by another hit by a pitch that brought in the tying run. And a beautiful bunt from Indy Anderson. That loaded the bases with nobody out, and no one scored for the Dudes. And then Alex Hamada right there sends the fans home happy at the Friar. 6-5 in 10. Just an insane baseball game that we just witnessed at Mel Olson Stadium. And sick of the game, I get to choose because it's just me, but I think this is a layup. It's Alex Hamada. 2 hits, also scored a run when he pinch ran, walks this one off, and he will be your stick of the game. 6-5, somehow, some way, the DubSea Fish Sticks win this game on $3 Thursday. For Connor Ryan, our producer, and everyone in the press box, and for everyone at the DubSea Fish Sticks, I'm Angus Trangbo. We'll get another look at the highlights from what was just a off-the-rails baseball game by the end here in West Seattle, and the Fish Sticks somehow find a way to win. Alex Hamada, the hero, at Mel Olson Stadium, and the Fish Sticks win 6-5 in 10 innings. I'm Angus Trengmo. Have a great night, everybody. Go Fish Sticks.